Fam, you wouldn't show up to your game unprepared, so why you still wilding out down there? That's why I had to collab with Manscaped. It's all about precision, confidence, and staying ready for whatever's coming your way, if you get what I mean. When you feel clean, you move different. And on the Courtnee Edgar show, we keep it real, we keep it sharp, focused, and ready for anything. Now, I ain't gonna steer you wrong, so you gotta make sure you hit the link below. The link is gonna be in the description as well as pinned in the chat. And look, get your Manscaped kit right now and stop showing up to life unprepared. Now let's get into it. Welcome to the Courtnee Edgar Show. What up, what up, what up, what it do? I said what it is, I said what's up, I said what it is, I said what's up, said what it is, I said what's up. Yo, what's good, bro? Welcome to another show, welcome to one of the dopest shows on YouTube, where we talk about everything under the sun, as long as we get back to the money, real conversations, and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. Listen, y'all. We got some fire topics for y'all tonight. Boy, we got some topics. I ain't gonna hold you. But before we get to those topics, you gotta make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Also, you want to tap into the Patreon. The reason you want to tap into the Patreon because we have the conversations here on YouTube, but in Patreon is where we move different. And what do I mean by different, right? When I talk about different, I talk about in regards to how we can level up in life, how we become better versions of ourselves instead of being these people that run in the victim Olympics. Shout out to Anton Daniels, the people that always got excuses for everything, the people who aren't, the people who don't want to move forward in life. They just want to complain and point the finger at everybody else. So if you want to tap into the Patreon, you definitely want to go into the Patreon, because that's where we're going to grow. That's where we're going to be. I can teach you everything about how to go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers, how we're leveling up when it comes to our finances, where you don't have to be an entrepreneur in order for your money to start working for you. And we ain't talking about no get rich quick scheme. It's a lot of different things that's coming. So you definitely want to tap into the Patreon. All right. Definitely want to do that. Matter of fact, while I'm here, let me go ahead and put these links in the description right now. So that way you can go ahead and follow them. So you can go ahead and tap into the Patreon right now. And mind you, only the exclusive members will get the videos and all the exclusive shit that I talk about on the back end that you will not get on YouTube. All right. So you have to be a member. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and put that in right now while I'm thinking about it. Give me a second. No, that's not what I want. It's not what I want. All right, here we go. Let me tap this in. But how y'all feeling though? But how are y'all feeling though? How are y'all doing today? What's up, Spicy? How y'all doing today? How y'all feeling today? What's the word? Anything new coming? What's good? What's good with you, Snow? How you feeling? How you feeling, Snow? How you feeling? Yo, shout out to you. Shout out to you, your car. I appreciate you. I'll be reading that in a minute, in a hot second, big dog. I appreciate you. Give me a second. All right, so I just pinned the Patreon link in the captions right now, in the comments right now, but it's also in the description as well, so you want to tap into that. All right. What's good? What's good with you? What's good with you? What's good with you listening to Becomes Knowledge? What's up with you, big dog? How you feeling? How you feeling? So look, man, y'all ready to go ahead and get tapped in with this show, bro? Let's go ahead and lock in. But before I do, give me a second. Gotta pay homage. Gotta pay homage. Gots to pay homage.
Dive into the Courtnee Edgar Show Super Chats.
Yo, shout out to your car, bro. Shout out for the car with the 20 ball, homie. Y'all starting early tonight. That's what I like to see, bro. Y'all starting off early. Your car says just showing some love. And listen, bro, I appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you for showing love, man. That's what's up. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and tap into this show because we got a lot of things to cover tonight. All right. So, EBT. Hey, EBT, people out here struggling in LA. Dog. This just further proves the point of what I've been talking about these past few live streams, what we've been talking about on Banter and Barter Show. A lot of able-bodied individuals, they are still making excuses. They are still out here playing victim. And this video just kind of proves that. So let's go ahead and dive into this video, then I'll give my thoughts on it. All right. So let's rock out.
Ever been to the food bank before?
No, we never have.
This is your first time here.
Correct.
Are you scared?
Well, highly afraid because, I mean, we didn't ask for these kids to come. And what are we going to do? Deny them? We have them. We have to take care of them. We have to find a way. And it's hard right now with everything that's going on. People are even afraid to come out of their houses to work. It's really bad. And especially with everything going on with the president saying that we have to hang in there. How are we going to hang in there with the kids? Like, there's no way at all.
Thanksgiving coming up.
Especially imagine the people. It's not fair for anybody.
What is your message right now to the federal government?
I mean, what can we say?
Hey, man, let me ask y'all a question, bro, because maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm far removed. Maybe y'all far removed. All right. SNAP benefits are to help you. SNAP benefits are to help you make sure that you're fed, correct? Why is it that I see a lot of these people that are on SNAP benefits morbidly obese and their children? Now, before you go up here and say, well, bro, it's because they're eating a lot of junk food, I got to disagree with you. Now, while I do understand the importance of eating a healthy, balanced diet, I do understand that. But in the same token, I know people who lost weight eating junk food. And mind you, I said eating junk food. They lost weight eating junk food. Now, this is not me saying that you should eat junk food in order to lose weight. But when you break it down to the brass tacks, when you break it down to the nuts and bolts, it's all about calories in versus calories out, right? Meaning, if you exert more energy, more output, you're going to burn more calories, correct? And then you consume. So if you consume less calories, by science in itself, because you're more active and you're eating less, you're going to lose weight. So, that being said, I'm trying to figure this out. How in the hell are y'all morbidly obese? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. One of the biggest people that you can look at are fitness people, are the fitness gurus. Not even fitness gurus, the people that are the bodybuilders. Look at the shit that they eat. Chicken and rice, fish, rice. And that shit would carry them throughout an entire fucking week. I've seen people go shop at the grocery store, $20. $20. And got a whole meal for the week. So tell me again, why the fuck y'all tripping off of these SNAP benefits? Information is at your thumb, bro. Bro, we got AI, you got ChatGPT, you got Gemini. ChatGPT will write an entire list for you. An entire list for you. It will break down everything for you. You can figure out how to create an entire workout plan for you at home. You can say, listen, I don't got no gym membership. I don't want a gym membership. I need to figure out how to work out from home, and I can still lose weight and get in the best shape of my goddamn life. And I also need a meal plan that keeps me under 30 to 40 bucks. And that's beneficial to my health. That way we can eat healthy and I don't have to eat junk food. Boom. Guess what that bitch gonna tell you? It's gonna give you a whole rundown. Or you can just go and get some chicken breast or some chicken thighs or the little chicken tenderloins, right? You can cook them joints and you can go get you a big ass bag of jasmine rice and get you some of those mixed veggies. Them mixed veggies, 98 cents to $1. Probably a little bit more depending on the brand that you get. You can make it work. I don't want to hear the bullshit. And like you said, you got whole boiled eggs. You can buy some eggs. get you some eggs, and you can make that shit work for the entire week, dog. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all just want to go and eat potato chips. You want to go and eat you want to drink the Cokes. You want to be bougie on a budget. That's exactly what you want to be. You can't be a beggar and be a chooser at the same goddamn time. Make it make sense with me. You feel me? You feel me? So I'm that's what I'm trying to understand. And that goes for everybody, not just the people that's on SNAP benefits. That goes for people who aren't on SNAP benefits. It's easy to lose weight. We just don't want to. Let's be real. We don't put that in the forefront of our lives. We don't prioritize that shit. We don't. We can, but we don't. Because there's a psychological thing that comes with it, but that's for a whole different day. But back to these SNAP benefits. Shorty, for real. You don't need no sodas anyway. Mind you, if you want to, and mind you, see, listen, I'm giving you the game here. They also have these seltzer waters that you can get, flavored waters that you can get. You can get them in your local store, anywhere between 98 cents to $1.50. Big ass bottles about this goddamn big. About this big. Tastes like you can get, they got all flavors. They got the lemon lime joints, they got grapefruit joints, they got the wild berry joints, they got orange joints, they got tangerine joints, they got many different flavors that you can get. The lemon lime flavor, it tastes just like a Sprite. So guess what? You get you some ice, pour that ice in the cup, and pour that little joint inside the cup. Guess what? While you eating your chicken and rice mixed with veggies, you drinking that as a Sprite. And guess what? Guess what the max calories of that drink is? 10 calories. 10. This big, 10 calories. So that means you ain't even got to drink the whole goddamn thing. You just pour a little cup in that joint. Less than 10 calories that you drinking. Now all you got to do now is follow the workout plan that it gave you, and you straight. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Where is the lie? Somebody tell me where's the lie at. I don't know where no lie, because I know I ain't lying. I know I'm not lying. You feel me? And say I train my whole. I actively trying to become a fat ass. Can't break 200. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like you can. There's ways to do this shit. There's ways to lose weight. Some people harder than others. I understand that. I understand it. But you ain't finna lie to me though. You ain't finna sit here and tell me, well, we need our SNAP benefits because we gotta feed the bellies. Listen, if you got $20, if you got anywhere between $20 to $40, you'll be straight. The most expensive thing on that list would probably be the protein. That's it. Most expensive thing. If you want to add it, and then if you want to add a little flavor to it, if you get tired of goddamn pan searing your goddamn chicken, shit, throw that bitch on the grill. If you ain't got no grill, hey, listen, you can lightly go and get you some of them cornflakes. Go and get you some old cornflakes, the one with the little chicken on the fucking front box of it, on the front of the box. Go and get them shits, crumble them motherfuckers up, like real good, real fine thin. Crunch them hoes up in the Ziploc bag. Throw your seasoning in them joints, real good. You get your egg yolk, boom. Toss the chicken in the eggs. Throw the chicken inside the Ziploc bag. Shake that bitch up. Now you got a coated chicken. You can put that hoe in the air fryer, or you can put it. I wouldn't recommend putting it in the grease, but hey, if that's all you got, throw that joint in. Throw that joint in the grease. Not a lot. Throw it in a little bit of grease. Fry that joint up. Now you got some cover. Now you got some. Now you got breaded chicken tenders and rice. You're welcome. Still a low calorie meal because the cornflakes don't. The calories in that bitch ain't a lot versus flour and baking soda. And mind you, you can throw baking soda in the cornflakes too to give it that little crispiness to it. So, bro, there's so many ways to do this, man. Y'all just got to be resourceful. That's a fact. That's a fact. You can pick up the powder form at Dollar General. You feel me? You can pick up exactly, bro. You can pick it up anywhere, bro. Motherfuckers just want to be bougie, bro. You take away my sodas, that's why I draw the line. I thought we were friends. Listen, bro, I'm just saying though. See, look, in your case, you ain't got that kind of problem though. You feel me? You ain't got that problem. You ain't that ain't a problem of yours. It's for the people who are talking about they need food in their bellies. I'm like, but shorty, you on SNAP benefits. Why you this big? Last time I checked, the people that's supposed to be starving are the ones that aren't that big. They supposed to be damn near this fucking big. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to understand it. With everything in me, I'm trying to understand it because I don't understand it whatsoever. Let's see what we say. Off subject, Dodgers just won the World Series. For real? That's crazy. Well, ain't nothing new though. Ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. But look, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, bro. Am I tripping? Am I being too harsh on them? Am I too far removed from the situation? I don't know. But I think there's a lot of complaining, and then there's a lot of people that aren't being resourceful. That's what I'm thinking. So I just let me know if I'm tripping, bro. I might be. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Let me read some of these comments too. Say, yo, let's see where I'm at. And be complaining if they got name brand. Facts. With all the churches too high, they give out free food too. Yup, I agree. Fun fact, fish are unable to lift the black hole with a screwdriver. All right, cool. All right, cool. All right, so look, let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and move on to this next topic. Yo, have y'all heard about the brick lady? The brick lady. I know y'all heard about the brick lady and how she surfaced again. Shorty just got sentenced. Shorty, I'm gonna play the old video. I want to play the old video first, and then I'm gonna play a more recent video of now, right? It's gonna be 3 different videos. So I'm gonna play them, and then we gonna rock out, all right? But this shit's funny though.
My face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a. Yeah, this man hit me. He grabbed a rock and it hit me in my face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see it? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man. Do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
I'm just trying to understand something.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, "What you gonna do?" And I told all these men, like, "Yo, why this man got a brick on my face?" And he's holding a brick, and all these niggas is watching, and nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and then they all just watch, and they let that nigga get in a car. How is this okay? This is what y'all doing to women?
I'm just still. Yeah, the Bull City. I saw that shit too when she was on the Q show. When she was on the Q panel, I saw that shit too. Trying to take over the whole damn show. I saw that shit. She annoyed me then too. But bruh, so you mean to tell me that in real life, let's be real. In real life, a man hit a woman with a brick, and you telling me dudes just standing around ain't doing nothing? They just sat there and let a dude hit a girl with a brick. You mean to tell me that niggas ain't gonna jump on him? Just off the strength that he hit her with a brick. Unless it was warranted. And even then, a lot of times, even if they know that the girl started the shit and she was the one out there enticing and provoking the shit, they probably would still jump in. So make it make sense to me. But it started to make sense to me. Why? Because Shorty done been charged for fraud. She been out here scheming on y'all niggas, baby. She been out here scheming, and big scheming. And we about to dive into it. Watch this. Let me go back out. Look at this shit here.
Has been found guilty of fabricating and
Let's go back. Here we go.
Ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
I feel you, Cherry.
I never did anything in my life
You feel me,
to
vampire?
hurt anybody.
Brick Lady, whose real name is Rhoda Osman, has been found guilty of fabricating an attack and running a fraudulent GoFundMe campaign. Osman went viral in 2023 after claiming a man threw a brick at her face when she refused to share her phone number. Just days after the alleged incident, she launched a GoFundMe page asking for donations to cover medical expenses, ultimately raising over $40,000. Investigators later determined that the attack never occurred, revealing the entire story was staged. On Wednesday, a Houston judge sentenced the 35-year-old to 90 days in jail, imposing
90?
a 10-year social media ban, and ordered her to pay full restitution of $42,302 to those who had donated. The case has sparked widespread discussion online about GoFundMe scams and the dangers of viral misinformation.
She cooked, but she gotta go. She gotta do time for 90 days in the prison system. She gotta do 90 days. You know what? Shout out to the justice system. Get these gargoyles off the goddamn street. Get them off the streets.
According to charging documents. And cops say a similar
Yeah, the truth did surface. There was a dude, they said that was a self-inflicted wound that happened to her. But she blamed on somebody else. They said that Buddy, he said he had a water bottle. He didn't have a brick. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think he said it wasn't a full water bottle either. So I don't know how a water bottle can make your face that swole. Don't know.
a woman who raised over $40,000 on GoFundMe is now
$40,000. Shorty raised $40,000 because she got on camera and started crying, hooping and hollering, talking about y'all supposed to be me. You know, she got that smoker's voice. You know how the smoker's voice be like this. You know what I'm saying? Them smokers. You know how those smokers be talking. That's the kind of voice she got. Y'all was out here. You supposed to be the man, and you ain't gonna protect me. You just gonna let him do that. You gonna let him do that. Just out there screaming and yelling, and then getting all on camera and shit in the hospital, crying, snot coming out her nose. I'm talking about she going the fuck in. She is a bad character, homie. And they fell for it. They fell for the girl crying. The snot did the Viola Davis cry with the nose, with her snot coming out her nose and shit. And they fell for it. They fell for the okie doke. Now they got this bitch $42,000. $42,000. That is crazy. You know what? Let me see what caused it. Let me go, because I know y'all inquiring about what happened. Let me see if I can figure it out. Let me see if I can find out. It. He said, I'm invested now. I gotta know what the fuck happened to that lump. Man, let me see. How did Rhoda get the lump on her face? Nah, for real, don't smoke cigarettes, bro. Don't do it. No, Brick Lady. That's crazy. You got a name, Brick Lady. That's funny. Let's see. Let's go AI mode. Give me I need a quick summary. Rhoda Osman did not actually get a lump on her face from a brick attack. She claimed that a man hit her in the So the backstory is, I'm gonna read it to you. So the woman known as the brick lady, whose name is Rhoda Osmond, did not actually get a lump on her face from a brick attack. She claimed that a man hit her in the face with a brick after she refused to give him her phone number. However, surveillance video and witness testimony revealed that the story was a lie. The footage showed her in a physical and verbal altercation with the man where she hit him first. She hit him first with an object, and he responded by striking her with a plastic water bottle. That must have been a hard ass strike for you to get, boy. What kind of water bottle was? That's what I want to know. The swelling on her face was diagnosed as an edema, at the hospital. Let's see. Hold on, where I'm at. At the hospital. It has been speculated online and suggested by a social media post that she has an underlying medical condition or allergy that causes her face to swell up periodically. And she fabricated the story around this instance of swelling. So Osmond went viral on social media and raised over $42,000 through a GoFundMe campaign with her false claim, leading to her being charged with and found guilty of theft and deception. Yeah, it was frozen. Yeah, it was frozen months ago. That's crazy. She used her own condition to finesse. She used her own condition to finesse. And it worked for a minute until it didn't. Shame.
Now being charged with theft by deception.
What have I ever done to anybody?
So you and so the more that I think about it, when I look at this situation, right? I don't see no cuts. I don't see no scratches. I don't even see red in her face. I just see it as just a lump. So I got no words.
My life to
I got no words.
this.
Rhoda Osmond told cops that she was hit in the face with a brick outside a Houston club after she refused to give out her phone number. But footage capturing the incident does not support Rhoda's report, according to charging documents. And cops say a similar GoFundMe was created in 2020, where she claimed to be assaulted with no reports on record. GoFundMe told an NBC affiliate that the fundraiser has been removed from their platform, and Rhoda has been banned from creating future fundraisers. Because think about
it. When you actually sit down and you take a moment to think about the situation. You get hit with a brick. First of all, if you get hit with a brick, 9 times out of 10, you probably gonna get knocked the fuck out. That means you going straight to the ground, unconscious, concussion. 100%. You're going to be counting Tweety birds going around your goddamn head if you get hit with a brick. If a man strike, think about this, y'all. Just picture a brick. Y'all know how hard a brick is? A man with a brick in his hand. Take that bitch. Boom. Cross your goddamn face. You mean to tell me that you ain't finna get knocked out? You remember the brick that Craig threw at Debo? Debo big ass. Even Debo was in that bitch like, oh, you feel me? And you mean to tell me that she ain't get knocked out if she actually got hit with a brick? Now that we know that she didn't. Come on, man. But they say believe all women though. All right, get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out my face. Get out of my face, because you lying to me. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. I'm talking about straight to the flow. Straight to the goddamn flow. You understand me? You ain't finna suck it. You're not about to suck at me, bro. You're not about to suck at me. All right. So, but let me know what y'all think in the comments, bro. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and yes, she's getting 90 days too. She getting 90 days in prison, and her account and everything is froze. So we ain't gonna be seeing her for a hot minute. We're gonna see what excuse that she gonna come up with whenever she do decide to pop back up or surface again. We gonna see. So let's go ahead and keep this train rolling. Let's keep this train rolling, because boy, this one here gonna be different. This one here gonna be different. Some people may look at me crazy for this one though, but we're gonna dive into it though. Lilly Gaddis. Shorty said, I ain't playing around with y'all. So for those of you who don't know who Lilly Gaddis, I don't know how to say her last name. It's either Gaddis or Gaddis. I'm gonna say Gaddis, Lilly Gaddis, right? She was the woman who defended the other girl who called, the little boy the N-word, right? She defended it, said, she's like, listen, she's like, I'm a racist. She said, she came straight out and said it, right? But I did go back and I did get further context in what she meant. She stood 10 toes on what she said. She stood 10 toes on what she said. I can respect it. I can respect the fact that you're going to stand on that hill and die. Listen, I'd rather know who you are than you be a snake in the grass. But let's hear what she got to talk about, because she's apparently, this was for Halloween. This was her Halloween costume. And she is talking about a select group of women in the Black community. And I had to make sure I clarify that, a select group of Black people in the community, because guess what? I don't subscribe to certain type of Black people in the community either. So I have to be clear on that. This isn't an encompassing thing, because you can't 1 minute say you're talking about all Black people, then turn around and say Black people aren't a monolith. You got to pick a side. And I'm of the side of Black people aren't a monolith. And so that's why I said there are a select group of people that she is talking about. There's a select group. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the video, and then we'll talk about it.
By the way, half the struggles that Black women think they face, it's of their own fucking doing. Running around in nails like this, running around in earrings like this, like, you people fight every day. Could you choose any outfit and get up that's like less conducive to fighting? Seriously. They wear wigs that can be pulled out. They put braids in their hair that could rip the rest of their hair out. And then they complain about having alopecia. No, it's self-induced alopecia. That's like a cutter. That's like one of those fucking losers who cut themselves. That's like them having a scar and being like, I can't believe I have scars. Like, what? Black women, you tear your hair out by the roots. You put every sort of chemical on your hair to straighten it out, despite being so proud of being Black. And then you wonder why you have alopecia. And then you guys fight all the time. And yet you wear massive hoop earrings. You wear weaves in your hair. You wear fake eyelashes. You wear fake nails. All of these things are not conducive to fighting, okay? So let me give you advice. Let me turn this racist stream around into something positive. Okay, Black women, listen up. Listen up. A Black woman is speaking. When you are fighting, when you are going to bat, okay? Before you wake up in the morning, get out of bed, and you have to think like a fighter. You have to put yourself in the mindset of not, oh, it's just easy breezy and I might pick up a fight or a felony later on. No, that is the wrong mindset to have. The correct mindset to have is that you wake up every day knowing that every day is a fight. Every day is a potential crash out. Every day is a potential chance to chip out. With that in mind, let me adjust my cap for the billionth time. With that in mind, you must wake up with that mindset, okay? Like white girls have to manifest things, you have to manifest too. You have to manifest yourself into the ultimate super warrior, okay? You have to turn yourself into the ultimate warrior princess of Wakanda and go outside with that mindset in mind and know this. Know this to be the case. You will fight. You will dominate. You will win. Hail the black woman. Hail her. You will win and you will fight and you will fucking dominate, okay? So that's your manifestation. That's your affirmation. That's your word of affirmation in the morning. Second of all, you must pay attention to your outfit. Do you see warriors glammed up? No. There is a thing called warrior glam, okay? Warrior glam must think about everything. It must think about tactics and strategy. You must never allow yourself to become lazy and think that you can get away with just getting out with your hoop earrings. No. You must wake up every morning. You must wear earrings that are small, that cannot be used against you as a weapon, okay? Just like in gun safety. You don't want to be shot with your own gun. Much like you don't want your ears torn out. You don't want your earrings to be used as a weapon against you. With this in mind, wear small earrings. Avoid hoops at all costs. Avoid hoops. Avoid clothing that can be easily used to pull you down or be stripped naked, because I have noticed this is a recurring pattern. When black women fight, they are always naked. And I don't know if they're trying to intimidate their partner by their glorious body, or if they are just, a victim to their clothing choices. So you must wear an outfit like Catwoman. It must be tight. It must be not have the ability to be grabbed, okay? Because that can be used against you. All right? Second of all, you must go back to your roots. You must go back to your natural roots. You must never wear weaves. Weaves can be grabbed and pulled. And you know what happens when they grab your beautiful weave? They will rip your scalp off. They will scalp you, essentially. They will scalp you. This is what will happen, and it gives them a tactical advantage. It gives your opponent the advantage. They can grab your hair. You're also fighting girls, okay? What do girls do in fights? They grab for hair. So you have to think about this, black woman. I'm here for you. I swear to God, I'm here for you. Trim your hair off short, okay? Trim it off short, all right? Don't dye it blonde, because that's a visual aid. It's like a bullseye on a target. When they have that blonde visual aid, it helps them to be able to really throw a punch correctly. Okay, and you don't want that. You want to blend in with your surroundings. So preferably black clothing, camouflage, anything like that. I realize that some of you, deal with weight, okay? But this can be worked with, okay? You can use your weight to your own advantage. You can use your weight to destroy your opponent. Once your opponent is down, because while they are not abiding by these strategies, you are. You see the weave, you fucking pull that weave out. You throw them to the ground. And then once they're on the ground, you use your weight as a tactical advantage. And you grab them and you fucking deck them, okay? And it's over, okay? So, to any of the black females angry at me in the chat, I just gave you the best fucking advice of your life. And if you have any sense at all, or any brains,
what's up, Danny?
You will heed that advice, okay? Truly, this is the best advice you ever received, okay? This is better than your.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
What the hell? Let me get that out. Let's get that out of the screen.
Well, this is better advice that you'll ever receive, okay? And I suggest that you heed that. Wake up every morning in the mindset of a warrior, that you will win, that you will dominate, and you must repeat that over and over in your mind. And then it will be manifested, and then it will be true, and you will be unstoppable. Okay, I'm actually out of.
Oh my God, bro. All right, so bro, you for real, perfect cutting even though you did no accident. Bro, that definitely wasn't an accident. But bro, you understand me. All right. So I have a couple of things to say in regards to this video. A lot of y'all can't get mad because Drewski did it. Drewski did it. It was about a certain demographic of white people. Drewski did it. Had the whole shebang. Had the whole get out. Did the whole entire skit of all of it. All right. So can't get upset about it. The Wayans brothers, they did it. Can't get upset about it. All right. Can't get us. I don't care. We ain't talking about what happened 500 years ago. We understand what happened 500 years ago, but this ain't 500 years ago. This is today, 2025, November 1st, 9:45 p.m. Arizona time. All right. Now, she's definitely trolling 110%. She's 1000% trolling, and she's trolling, like I said before, a certain demographic of black women, because we all know that all black women aren't like that. We do understand that. We know this, right? We understand that we know this. So what do we take away from? I think the bigger question is this. What do we take away from this? What do we take away from this? What is the takeaway? What did you learn from this? I've already established the fact that she said, you know, that she defended the girl who called a little black kid the N-word. We've already established that part. But what have we learned in this instance? Because we do understand stereotypes are earned, not given, right? So she didn't just make this. So she just didn't come out. She just didn't come out the woodwork and just came up with some random ass thought process with the bonnet on, the hoops and all that. We got to be honest. Let me see. I believe the Drewski and the Clayton Bixby are done to be comical. I believe this was done to be a hateful manner. I can still find the comedic. Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. I agree, Bull City. I'm not saying that, but at the same time, it still happened though. Regardless of the intent, it's still what it is. It's still what it is. Because some people can look at, like you and I can look at this as comical, which that's what I look at it as comical. It's like, that's funny, right? Because why? We know women who are like this. We do. Sad to say, we know some black women that are like this. Everything that she pointed out in regards to the eyelashes, the weaves, the blonde hair, the bonnet hoop area, bro, we know somebody like that. We've seen it. We see it constantly. We do. Unfortunately, we do. So it ain't something that was just made up. That's a fact. It stems from somewhere. No, I agree. The intent plays a huge role, but again, it's still based on the consumer. It's still based on who is receiving that information and how they're going to take it. Because even with the Drewski situation, there were still some people who had some hateful comments about it, even though the intent was to be comedic. We understood that the intent was to be comedic. From what we know, because Drewski is a comedy. He's a comedy personality. So again, it's all based on the person. But even in this, I agree that it's distasteful for some people, but I personally look at it as funny. I think it's funny. And it's not because I'm trying to dance for the white man or some coolness or shit like that. I just thought it was funny. I thought the shit was hilarious. Because first of all, the audacity. That's one. And it goes to show you that some white people just saying, fuck what y'all talking about. Fuck what some of these black people talking about, nigga. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. And what you gonna do about it? Like that's literally what this is. It's I'm gonna do it. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna say? What is it that you gonna do about me? What you gonna try to counsel me? That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. So it's the lesson. So what I would look at the lesson is this. Okay, well, if we are being depicted like this, because mind you, how many views did she get on this?
For breath.
What have I ever done to anybody?
I wish they stopped showing this girl. Shorty got Shorty got 2.7 million views. 2.7 million views on that shit. 2.7 million views on that. So instead of trying to come with the cancel culture, because that's not a thing anymore. That's not a thing anymore. This cancel culture shit is over with. It ain't happening. So this is what you should do as a black person who may have been the hit dog that hollered. Like, okay, well, so this is how they depict me. Because it ain't everybody. Like I said before, it ain't everybody. It's not everybody. It's not every black woman. I want to continue to reiterate that it's not every black woman, but there is a subgroup of black women that are like this that she just described. We know these people. We see them every single day. How do you become? So how do you, if you don't want to be depicted as this type of person, the lesson out of this is you need to change your ways. Change the things that you do. Change the way that you behave. Change the way that you dress. Stop coming out here with a bonnet on your head. Stop wearing the hoop earrings. Stop. Be more presentable. Nobody's telling you to be like the white person, but you need to represent yourself a little bit better than what you've been doing. Just as if there was a white man who depicted a hood black dude, you know how they typically do. You know, got the do rag with the flag shit hanging back. I still never understood that. I say, listen, as much as y'all didn't see these black people, y'all do realize niggas are starting to roll their shit up in the back now and tie it up in the back. They don't got that little flag shit hanging out in the back on their do rag no more. But that's one thing. That's one thing. But also, you know, the sagging pants joint and all that shit. Like, hey, fam, if you don't want to be depicted as that, you need to move a little bit different than what you've been moving. Simple. Because again, stereotypes are earned. They're not given. And so, am I off on that? Am I tripping? Let me see what he says. Do you ever want to be white? No, I don't. Listen, fam, I love who the fuck I am. I love being Courtnee Edgar. I love being an African American man. I love me, bro. I love me. I love who I've become. I love who I am becoming. I love every aspect about me. I do. So no, I don't want to be white. I don't want to be anything but Courtney. That's it. That's all I want to be. I love who I am. You know what I'm saying? So whole show's going well. Inspiration at its finest. Hey, I appreciate you, big dog. I have FOMO, feeling the missing out. We'll tap into the YouTube channel, man. Courtnee Edgar Show. Then if you feel it, tap into the show. Are you still going to how many galaxies would it take to, man, get on somewhere? You don't know what you don't know sometimes. I don't know what you mean, Devin. We don't realize the way we being depicted. No, I feel you're right. We don't realize that. We don't realize it. We don't realize the way that we be. But at the same time, a lot of us do that. We see it all. We see it all the time. But when somebody like myself calls us out on the bullshit, then I'm the coon. Then I'm the person that wants to dance for the white man, right? Like, nah, G. I am who I am. I'm a black. I am an African American man. That's who I am, and don't want to change that at all. But if I see some bullshit that I don't agree with, and you just so happen to be black, I'm gonna call you out on it. Or vice versa. If you're a black person, if you're not a black person, you're a white person, I see some bullshit, I'm gonna call you out on it. Or if you're a Hispanic person, I'm gonna call you out on it. Nigga, accountability ain't got no color. Accountability does not have a color at all. She forgot to take out the fluffy house shoes. Oh man. Bruh, I swear she forgot to take out the fluffies. 2 E's, big dog. Make sure you spell my name right. 2 E's. Spell my name right. Don't disrespect me, boy. What's wrong with you? Better spell my name right. Better spell my name right. What's wrong with y'all? Facts. They say Drewski is pure comedy. His skill would be different if he taught hatred for the white devil, advanced hatred for the white devil in volleyball. For real. For real though. For real. That part. Oh yeah, for sure, Joe. But no, man, I'm just keeping it in the book. So hey, if she felt it was necessary, for her to get in front of 2.7 million people and do what she just did for Halloween, hey, that's her prerogative. If she gets any blowback, pause from that, hey, she gonna have to deal with the consequences on it. That ain't enough for me to say what she can and can't do, because I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna say, hey man, you need to cancel. Nah, bro, she gonna listen. That's her platform. She do what she want to do. It's only up to you. It's only up to you if you want to answer to that shit or not. If you know that's not you, if you know that you don't behave that type of way, then guess what? That hit dog ain't gonna holler, because that ain't got shit to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. Oh well, it's about the black people. Listen, bro, all black people aren't created equal. You got black people hating on black people too. You got black people who dislike black people just off the strength of them doing things better than them, just because they're on a different level than them. Like, what we talking about? So I'm supposed to not hold you accountable because the way that you behaving out here in these streets, that you making yourself look bad, and also that depicts on me too? Like you straight wilding. But y'all going crazy with the trolling tonight, ain't you? Let me ask y'all a question. What's up with these trolls always? Are they secretly in the closet or something? Are they secretly a part of the ABC community? Trollers always want to talk about some homo shit, bro. Like, hey, dog, go find you something else. Go find you something to do. Go find you some business, bro. Sometimes it wasn't worth. Sometimes it isn't worth responding to ignorance. No, I agree. Sometimes it's not worth responding to it. But I think the biggest response is leveling up, doing better than what you were before. So if they depicted you that way, the lesson learned is, all right, well, that's how they're viewing us, because we wear bonnets. And I agree. Like, why you wearing a bonnet out in the street? That's supposed to be for at home, when you're about to go to sleep. When you get out of bed and you about to leave the house, take that damn bonnet off. What you got it on for? That's for sleeping only. But hey, you know what I mean? But hey, who am I? Somebody, you know, I'm 80% foolish and 15% serious after a long day of parenting and having to be serious. That's a fact. That is a fact. But hey, listen, she gonna do what she gonna do. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, and let me know if shit. Is she out of pocket for what she doing, or do you respect it? Do you not respect it? What's y'all thoughts on it? Let me know. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. All right. So, hold on. Let me see. Do I want to go to this one? Do I want to do this one? Let's see. Let's see if I want to go to this one, dog. We don't want that one. What are we doing, dude? What are we doing? Let me see something. 3, 12. I appreciate that. Boom. Tanisha, what's up with it? Let me put this in right quick. 260-668. Fam, what we doing? Boy, that's so dumb. Try this again. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm coming. I'm trying to see something if I want to go to this other topic, but I gotta sign in to this other little app. Jesus Christ, man. Send the goddamn quote. What we doing? What you mean time limit? It's a Saturday. What you got going on? What you mean time limit? What you got going on? What you got going on? What you got going on, Joe? I need to know. OT over 45 minutes. Hey, that's what I like. Look, you got to get to your bag. You got to get to your bag one way or the other. You know what? Forget it. No. All right, so let's go. Let's go to, you know what? We got enough time. Let's go to this other topic. Let's talk about our favorite person. Let's talk about our favorite person. Can y'all guess who our favorite person is? Helga Pulaski. Let's talk about Helga Pulaski. Y'all know who Helga Pulaski is, right? Y'all know. Listen, tell me, do y'all know who Helga Pulaski is? That's all I want to know. Let me see. Oh, Snow, you already know? You already know? It's more people in the chat than we got likes. Y'all smack that button. You already know. Y'all better smack the like button before D'Angelo get on y'all head. Okay, you are okay. So y'all already on it. Y'all already on it. All right. So I came across this video with our favorite person, Helga Pulaski, and she was on Lucky Mary's podcast, and of course they're doing reaction, and they both were going back and forth a little bit in regards to, you know, relationships, men, and we all know how Jazz is when it comes to men, you know, and Jazz can never hold women accountable, but she can definitely hold men accountable for every aspect, for anything. She will never hold a woman accountable at all. And if she does agree with the sentiment of what's being said in regards to a woman, she dismisses it, and then she moves right back over to the man again. So we're going to listen to this, and Lucky Mary, she was giving her some kickback. She was giving her some blowback, pause, and they were going back and forth. So let's lock in. You feel me? You feel me? A beautiful headache. Yep. Facts. So let's lock in.
Only single male because they're not meeting women's healthy relationship standards. What would you say? Just context. What would you say that are unhealthy or healthy relationship standards that you would say generally men have a problem meeting?
Say the question one more time.
I said, what would you say are like some healthy relationship standards or, you know, traits that men have a problem with meeting?
I think some men have a problem with honesty, being fully honest about what they want, where they are in their life, being honest with themselves and to the people around them. I think a lot of men have a trouble with being vulnerable, and unfortunately, patriarchal society has conditioned men to believe that being vulnerable, being honest about your feelings, being that way is a feminine trait, when really it's a human trait. Human beings go through those things, and it's okay to face them. It doesn't take away from your masculinity. And this is just my opinion, I believe when you can face your vulnerabilities like that and communicate them clearly.
I ain't gonna hold your boy seat. I don't know what she did to, but it looks good though. I'll give her that. I'll give her that. It looks good though.
That is like peak masculine man, right? Because you're so secure with yourself that you're willing to be honest about yourself and honest to who you're with. I I think another one is a lack of discipline when it comes to sex and this overindulgence of lust, right? And I'll give an example. I just saw a video of this woman on a very first date. She was asked to go on, and they were on, I guess they were about to leave, and he got upset at her. This is their first encounter. He got upset with her because she didn't reveal that she was on her period on that first date. Why? Because he assumed after this first date that he was going to hit some ass, and literally told her, why wouldn't you tell me you're on your period? I mean, I just did all of this, all of that. That right there is drying the pussy up, my niggas. All that scary, why you ain't gonna have sex with me after this date? Why you ain't tell me? I don't know what that is, but it ain't masculine. Y'all can let me know. But stuff like that just goes to show that you're so hyped up on sex that you can't even be a normal human being on a first date with a woman. You're asking this girl about her fucking period because you're that thirsty to get into the bed with this girl you just met. And I think that creeps women out. And that wasn't just one.
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
Jazz, we might fight.
Okay.
So what's making them so lustful?
You sell it, we ship
Oh,
it.
that
With
was
the strength of Amazon's technology.
Perfect timing.
What is making them so lustful?
Because it's psychological, usually. When you look at the behavior in the society, you have to look at everything, right?
Before they get into it, let me ask y'all a question, chat. Let me ask y'all a question. Because she said that men feel as if they can't be vulnerable, right? That's what they say. That's what Jazz says out of her mouth, right? She believes that men they feel as if they can't be vulnerable because they're gonna think that it's a feminine trait. But let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever seen a boss? Have y'all ever seen a CEO or anybody who is in a leadership position complain or put themselves in a vulnerable position? Have y'all ever seen that? Have y'all ever seen a CEO come into the office or come into a building complaining like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. Man, listen, numbers are fucking down, bro. I don't know what's going to happen. Listen, man, I just don't fucking know. Do y'all ever see that? In these big businesses, people who are in leadership positions. I'm not talking about your manager or your shift lead. I'm talking about the high ends. The people who are in leadership positions, real deal leadership positions. Do you see them coming back down to the employees complaining, talking about how long of a day that they had and what's going on, the struggles that they're having? Do y'all see that? Or do those CEOs get around a certain group of people who are somewhere close in proximity to the same position and they hash things out in regards to what they need to do in order to forward the business? Y'all let me know. That's how, I mean, let me know. Am I tripping? They hold frame, correct? That's what I thought. They were whole frame. So you wouldn't know if the shit was going down or not. You wouldn't know what was going on. Because they whole frame. And this is the same thing when it comes to a man. It's not the fact that, oh well shit, hey man, I don't want to show them this because I don't want to show them that. I don't want to show them that it's a sign of weakness. No. What I don't want to go on is if I come home panicking, that means everybody else is gonna panic because they're looking up to me to make sure everything is solid. So if I come home and I'm acting as if everything isn't solid, they're not gonna be confident. They're gonna be like, okay, shit, well, what the fuck is going on? Do I need to worry? Do I need what? Like, I don't know what to do. Because typically he has everything going. Like, I don't have to worry about anything. But now I don't know, because even he's out of frame right now. He's emotional and all this shit. Like, do I need to worry? You see what I'm saying? So we keep that, we protect y'all from that shit. You don't need to worry about what's going on. I can take care of this. We can take care of this right now. We got all of this shit going on. Don't worry about it. Just stay over here. I'll make sure I'll make something happen over here. Don't trip. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to know all of this. You don't need to. I don't need to come back to you and say, listen, man, hey man, today's a long fucking day. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm fucking, I'm just going fucking through it right now. Nah, whole friend come home, you smile. Hey man, everything's good. I'm wonderful. I'm fucking blessed. We making shit work. But you got some shit to take care of over here though. But hey, you making sure that everybody else is straight, because you don't need them to worry too. Because now there's something else on your plate. Now you got to make sure that they covered, and they're not worrying, because that's gonna drive more stress onto you. Cause like, fuck. Now they over here complaining. Now they over this bitch crying and they're scared. Now I gotta make sure that they're calm, and I gotta make sure all of this shit is good over here. But I can't really focus on this because they over here tripping out. I don't need that. Why you think the government? Why you think the government? They aren't. Yeah, we have one now. We have Trump, who is far more transparent than a lot of presidents have been. But yet, if they were to pour out everything to the American people, do y'all know? I don't think y'all realize y'all wouldn't be able to handle that shit. You would not be able to handle that shit. A lot of y'all say, just tell us just tell us. If they told you everything that was going on, y'all were fucking good. Y'all would panic. This whole fucking country will be in an uproar. It will be smoke in every fucking state. That's why they don't tell you everything. That's why they don't tell you everything. Just as the man, he shouldn't tell you every fucking thing. He shouldn't. Exactly, Bull City. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You don't need to know everything. You don't. All you need to know is that, look, I'm going to make it happen. All you need to know is I'm going to get shit done. One way or the other. It's going to get done. And say to the men went on their first day at dinner, have you ever talked about monthlies? Like monthly what? Like periods? Like the Shark Week?
Why are women more naked if they have a problem with men being so lustful? Because just a minute ago, you was saying like, clothes. I'm not saying you're naked, but
I don't think most men talk about it. I don't necessarily think most men talk about it, but I think in regards to that question, in regards to what they're talking about, I'm pretty sure there was something that led up. There was something that probably led up to the fact that it was gonna be an exchange of, hey, if we're gonna go out and have dinner, I'm gonna get the box. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And then then she came out the woodwork. Oh, I'm on my period. Like, oh, word, that's what we doing. It's like, oh, that's what we doing. Cause let's be real, ladies. I want to ask y'all a real deal question. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 110% right now. We grown ups, we're adults. If you know, regardless if you think that you're gonna do it or not, regardless if you think that you're gonna do it or not, would you ever, or have you ever gone on a date while it was Shark Week? Have you? Or would you? Because in my head, I'm thinking, okay, well, why would you not? Like, why would you do that? So Baby Ruth says, yes, I have. I mean, okay, y'all have. So let me ask y'all a question though. So what was y'all thought process in doing that? Was it your way out to let them know, like, listen, so just to make sure I don't do anything, I'm gonna go in my period, or is it just something that just kind of happened? Just like, oh, this just so happened he wanted to go on this date, and just so happened my period came on that day. Was it that situation, or was it calculated? Be real. Let's be honest.
But just the fact that even men saying something about what they wear, there's pushback if you tell them they should cover up. But then you also have a problem with us being lustful. So why are you
Just
so
having, what you mean?
eager to be lusted after?
What you mean today's not a negotiation? I mean, but I'm saying though, you going on that date, even in the back of your mind, was there ever a possibility that you might be giving up the box?
Sexually, who do you want lusting after you? Gay men or women? Like, because when you're more naked and you're attractive, the nature in me can really harm you because a lot of different reasons that we can't understand, but we have to live in reality with it. So we could say,
true.
You know, they shouldn't feel this way when we have this on, but we are also saying they're very, very lustful. It's so this. Well, why are we? Maybe if we change it and we don't want to be lusted after, we know they're this. I just wonder if that would kind of change. Maybe if we would be taken more serious. That's all.
Well, I think that since the beginning of time, there's always been pimps and hoes. There's always been prostitution. There's always been an exploitation of sex as it pertains to women. You know what I mean? They have literally designed it where you can pay a woman to have sex. If these are not the women that you value, then don't pay attention to them.
So you'll be having like career women who are not necessarily hoes, but they want to look like hoes. That's a fact. Like, because then you have the conversation where, and I know them. It's like, and you know, I'm also in Vegas, but it's like, it's also a part where these women will argue, and I've seen it, the fact that, oh, well, it don't matter what I wear. You shouldn't just assume I'm this because of what I have on. So we also can't assume that, but we're going to say, you know, pimps and hoes. So it's like, we're going to assume the men, you know, your ass out though.
But
and then whether I'm a career man, a judge, I like ass. That women like ass.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm saying, like, of course, if you have your body parts out, people are going to look. When I tell a woman, well, I'm not telling a woman anything. People are grown; they can do what they want to do. But no,
she ain't gonna tell a woman anything. But she quick to tell the man though. All right.
But when you wear certain things, you are going to get a lot of attention based on that. That does not mean that you deserve to be touched. That does not mean that because your ass is out, that a stranger has the right to assume that you're selling it.
Correct.
Why does Jazz do that shit? Why does she always do that? Who the fuck said that she was gonna get touched? Who said that she was gonna get touched? Nobody said that. But what it does, it makes men objectify you even more. They categorize you. Whether it's warranted or not, they categorize you. The way that you present yourself, I don't care what you think that he should be doing or what you think the world should be. We live in reality, bro. If you dress a certain way, you're gonna get slotted a certain way. Just as if I walk out in the streets, I'm out this bitch, I got a shiesty on my face, and I got a, you know what I'm saying, I got a hoodie on, I'm sagging my pants, I'm walking through this bitch at night with a black hoodie on and a shiesty on my face. What you gonna think? You gonna think I'm a law-abiding citizen? Or you gonna think I'm a law-abiding citizen? Listen, bro, don't judge a book by its cover, bro. Don't do it, bro. I ain't even like that. No, but you dress like it though, fam. You look like you ready to go. You look like you ready to go rob somebody. Or you look like you one of them YNs. So if you present yourself a certain way, people gonna look at you a certain way, regardless of what you feel it should be. The reality is, yep, if you dress like a thigh pocket, guess what? They're gonna slot you as a thigh pocket. And they probably gonna approach you as such. Now, if you carry yourself and hold yourself like a woman, and you present yourself in such a way, guess what? That doesn't mean you're gonna fully negate those type of men, but it minimizes the risk of it happening. I'll give you an example. Say you didn't know these women, right? Say you didn't know these women. Let's just We're just gonna play the hypothetical game here. If you looked at a Felicia Rashad, for those of y'all who don't know who a Felicia Rashad is, she's Claire Huxtable off the Cosby's, right? When you look at a Felicia Rashad, do you slot her as a woman that's a thigh pocket? Do you slot her as a woman like, oh, I'm trying to bust that down? I know she's slanging that thing. Or do you look at her as more of as a respectable woman, somebody that you would want to take home to mom and daddy? That's somebody you want on your arm. That's somebody that you want to put a ring on her finger because you know she's straight up. You know that she's going to represent you how she's supposed to represent you. Or do you look at a Cardi B and say, hey, yeah, I see Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? She wild, she crazy, but you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what that thing do because I know she be slanging that thing. I know she be throwing that bit back there. You feel me? I know she be twerking. I know she get down. You see the difference? I wouldn't put Cardi B in the same category as a Felicia Rashad. I don't give a fuck how much money she got. Don't care. I would slide Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B in the same category. Just saying.
Does not mean that a man has to go and degrade you and put you into an alley and say, well, she had on them little shorts. No, that's what I'm saying. The clothing doesn't matter. It's the lack of self-control of the person that's doing the harming. Now, when it comes to the lustful part of it, there are groups of women who desire that.
You feel me? I'm a law. Listen, bro, I'm a law-abiding citizen. You understand me? I am a law-abiding citizen. I'm not, listen, bro, are you not about to catch me out here doing nothing crazy, bro? You not. I'm chilling. I'm vibing, bro. I would put it to you like this. The most nigga shit that I would do is roll my windows down in my truck and play my music up loud. That's about it. That's about the most nigga shit I would do in my neighborhood. That's about the most nigga shit I would do. Other than that, nah, fam. Nah, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm chilling. I pay my tickets on time if I get them. If I do get a ticket, it was because of speeding. That's it. It ain't because I'm doing nothing ratchet. It ain't because I'm loitering. Nah. No, and no. no, and no.
Of lustful attention. I get it. They're on the internet. They're doing the thing. And like you said, there are some career women. I don't know if you mean like, I guess like how they appear on social media, like how they dress. Like their presence on social media.
If you're a lawyer or whatever, but even the ones that are losing their jobs because of certain Instagram posts, and they don't all have OnlyFans, it's because they could be career women, but when they go to the club to come see whatever celebrity, you can't tell them from the hoe.
Yeah,
but you want me to not be, you're trying to attract the men that like hoes.
But the thing is, I feel like men think women are hoes regardless of what they're wearing.
You lied to me. See how you just lied, Jazz? See what I'm talking about? You just be saying shit, bro. You just be saying shit. No, I just gave you a full-on explanation. The difference between how men slot women. I gave you a Felicia Rashad and I gave you a Cardi B. Them two ain't in the same category. We don't look at them the same. Cardi B is a jump off. A Felicia Rashad type, nah. That's a keeper. That's hey, listen, you better lock that down immediately. Immediately. Knock that down right now, my boy. A Felicia Rashad is the type of woman that the fellas will hold you accountable and say, hey, bro, you bullshitting. You got a phenomenal ass woman over there. You over there fucking around. And you fucking up. Get your shit together, bro. Because you ain't going to find too many like that. Get your act together, bro. A Felicia Rashad type is a type men will hold their friends accountable for. But a Cardi B, though, niggas like, hey, man, hey, do what you do, bro. Do what you do. Do what you do.
Men assume that if you've had more than one partner, you're getting you.
Okay,
you're
I can't even. But see, now we're going over to this subject. Well, if they say, but I gotta also, because in this is why I think my experience of being with women has opened my eyes to certain perspectives.
Mhm.
Because even those women aren't always gay, right? There's a little bit of, even in a lifestyle of women stating that, oh, encouraging young girls to have whole phases. So it's like, I can't just sit up here and act like the reason why men's nature is even more this or undisciplined is not because of the constant temptation and even how women raise young attractive boys. Oh, he gonna have some girls. He gonna have this encouragement to be
Right,
non-sexual.
Felicia. You're not, bro. You're not putting Felicia in the same category as a Cardi B. You're not. A Felicia Rashad is that's a wife. You feel me? The Claire Huxtable, that's a wife. Cardi B, that's a jump off. 1000%.
Discipline, whether it come from their daddy who's encouraged them to lose their virginity young, you know, or their mother who's hyping certain stuff up, or just the fact that they're gonna get into society and want to get sex in the first place. But I'm just saying, like, I think that for a problem to happen, it's okay to say that both conversations can exist. Where women can't say that generally they have a problem with the nature of men being overly sexual, but then men can't say they have a problem with us wanting to be overly sexualized, because then we say, well, that shouldn't mean that we should get raped, which we agree. But do we kind of talk about the shouldn'ts or the reality of the fact that that's not going away? You're always going to have
and that's
men,
where, go ahead.
you know, you're always going to have some men who can't control themselves. So what we can control is to probably narrow down the implication when we go to certain places to look like a woman who want her ass grabbed. That's all I'm saying. But if you do go outside, I hope you can protect yourself, you know what I'm saying, from that type of energy is all I'm.
I get it, but I respectfully, I disagree. It doesn't matter what a woman is wearing, because there have been women fully clothed that got raped on her way to her car from work.
I agree. I'm not saying that if I'm not saying great determines on what you're wearing. We're talking about the lust, though.
AD need a rent free in her hair, bro.
It's just like you can get
are
mauled
enticed
by some. Go ahead.
But men can be enticed by a fucking nun. Okay? Men can be enticed.
All right. I just want to do a quick, I just got to do a quick synopsis real quick. Let me ask y'all a question. Fellas, would y'all, let's be real, would y'all get turned on by a nun? A nun. A nun. I ain't talking about when she take the shit off. I'm talking about everything going face cover. All you see is the face. That's all you see. You get turned on by a nun. I'm just trying to figure this out. Unless you, fam. See, you see, look, we gotta ask, look, see what I'm saying, Ted Coach Ralph? We gotta ask the real questions. Is it a Halloween costume or this is a for real nun? No, a for real nun. Talking about she ain't no cheek clapping. A real nun. Not dressing up for Halloween. You talking about a real nun here. You see what I'm saying? Just that, look, just by you asking the question proves my point. Nah, if it's a real nun, I know for sure most men aren't getting turned on by no nun unless she's a Halloween nun. And we know typically a lot of women who dress up as nuns, they tend to do the slutty nun. So again, that's what I'm trying to figure. I'm just trying to figure it out. Taking that Advil break. Listen, bro, she hurting my head right now, bro. She hurting my head. She hurting my head right now. I don't know what it is, but she bugging right now.
By a little girl. Men can be enticed.
Correct.
Wait,
and because we know that, we should also not over-sexualize our little girls.
No, absolutely. But who sexualizes little girls first?
Their mothers.
I don't know about that one.
Look at Miss Shirley. She had men, knowing men are this way, was having her little outfits on, doing all this, popping her booty. They paid money to drive hours to see this little girl. Had random men picking her daughter up. There is sex rings online and on Instagram where women are selling their kids.
Little girl.
How do you think R. Kelly got a hold of all them young girls?
Listen.
How do we think these people in the industry, women, did you know Chris Brown's security had to turn mothers away who kids were in high school because they wanted to throw their kids at Chris Brown? Women are definitely sexualizing and selling their kids. Aaliyah parents sold her for $1,000.
No, I understand that there are women and men that sexualize children for their own personal gain, for their benefit. I get that. Like exploiting a child, having them walk around on stages with other grown adults, I ain't with that. So I agree with you there. But my thing is, we should never accept a society that says, there are going to be men out here that are going to grape you sometimes. They're going to be men out here, regardless of what you're wearing, regardless of where you are. They're going to just be men that act on their lustful ways, and we just have to deal with that. And I think that is a serious problem.
I figured out Jazz's problem. Jasmine don't live in reality. She lives in the what should world. She lives in the should world. That's where she lives. She dwells in that should, what the world should be. Imagination. That's where she lives. That's where she dwells. That's where she thrives. She thrives on the shoulds. Well, it should be this. Well, Jazz, I hear you. I agree with you in that aspect. If we both lived in that imagination, I would agree with you. However, we don't live in that world. We live in reality. Live in reality, right? So, what does that mean? There's this thing called preventative measures. Preventative measures. Mind you, your average dude ain't finna approach you. That's one. Your average dude is not about to come up here and just start. He ain't finna grope you. He ain't finna grab you by the pee. He ain't finna do that. Your average dude not finna do that because your average dude ain't finna go to jail for your bitch ass. He's not trying to go to jail for you off some bullshit. No. So, preventative measures though. How do I get someone not to look at me as a slut? So I'm gonna look at the women that aren't dressing as provocative. I'm gonna look at the women who are dressing a little bit more modest. If you have a pretty face, yeah, men are still gonna look at you like, damn, she's gorgeous. But I guarantee you the way that you dress, they're probably gonna approach you a lot different than you would if you was dressing like a thigh pocket. I'm 110% sure. I'm a man, I know. There's a difference between the two. If you already dress like you ready to get buzzed down, I'm finna approach you just like that. I don't want no conversation. I ain't trying to know you. I ain't trying to get to know you. Nope. What's good with it? What we doing? On this other side, like, all right, look, I can't approach her like that because listen, she don't look like she on that type of time. So if I'm gonna talk to her, I'm gonna have to come correct. I already know I'm gonna have to have conversations with her, long night phone conversation type shit, long text and shit, like, hey man, grand rising queen, which I don't say that. I don't say the grand rises, but I say good morning. You gonna have to come with the little sweetheart shit. You feel me? Still gonna have a little play in it, but you get me. You gonna have to. It's two different things. But your average dude is not trying to grape another woman. Like niggas ain't on that type of time for real. You got a select group of men who actually be on that type of time. They be on that bullshit, and they get held accountable. If they don't get held accountable out here in the streets, they definitely get held accountable once they hit that jail cell. So,
we should not be accepting men looking at some women as objects to abuse and use and take away somebody's autonomy. We shouldn't be policing so much all of these clothes when every situation has been where it doesn't matter what the clothes are. A predator and an abuser is going to do what a predator and an abuser does.
It's the exact same dress my mom wore. Yeah, I found it on eBay.
Energizer 3-in-1 Child Shield is the world's first coin lithium battery that has 3 different safety features.
I'm not talking about the women that are serving their kids up to the predator, like the kids did with, or like the parents did with Aaliyah, or the other kids did with R. Kelly, or whatever the case may be. I'm talking about regular women, because I didn't grow up in a space where the women in the family was like showing the girls off to the men. But I had weirdos in the family that was looking at little young cousins and young nieces saying weird remarks like that. We all know somebody that's looking at a little girl like, man, when you get 18, when you did, come on now. We've always said that. And you have to understand that was started by men because it was normal and
you
legal.
Do know
let me give y'all, listen, I'll give y'all a prime example. Let me ask y'all a question. I did a live stream on it. I think it was maybe two live streams ago, 2, maybe 3 live streams ago. Let me ask y'all a question. When you look at Bad Baby, what do you think? Respectable woman or thigh pocket? Yeah, but you can't even put your regular picture on there and talking that talk. Boy, shut your ass up. What do y'all think? That's what I want to know. What did y'all think? Bad Baby. Yep, Cash Me Outside. Yep, Cash Me Outside. Cash Me Outside. How about that? Cash Me Outside. How about that? Matter of fact, let me pull up the picture. Watch this. We gonna show y'all something. Let me look. Let me show you. I bet we can go right here. Does that look like a respectable woman? Does anywhere on this picture do you see somebody who look like a respectable woman? Because she was talking about how fellas are waiting on the 18-year-old, the chick to turn 18, which I don't agree with. Like, yeah, there are some creep dudes who wait for chicks to turn 18 and then all that shit, right? But she made millions off of that shit, off of her OnlyFans doing this shit. Does she look like a respectable woman on any level? Cash Me Outside. How about that? Just look at the pictures. Take your time. Does that look like something your average everyday man would want to take home to mommy and daddy? If you're a sane individual, I'm pretty sure the answer would be no. And a lot of reasons, and the main reason why she made a lot of millions is because you had some guys in there who already seen her, who already slotted her to be a thought pocket in the first fucking place. So therefore, they was ready. They was ready to see her spread the lips open, or whatever the fuck she was doing. They already knew she had the hoop in her Cash Me Outside guy, had the hoop earrings in. She talked back to her mama. She got all she had. She fit the description of a thigh pocket, and they was ready. But when you see, watch this. I got something. Watch this. Watch this though. What's up? Excuse me. Let me see. Let's go to the cast here. Right here. Boom. I got something for you. Watch this. Now, when you look at, y'all remember Daddy's Little Girls, right? With Idris Elba and the 3 daughters, right? Now watch this. When you look at Jasmine, when you look at China McClain, she turned 18? Does that look like someone that you would consider a thought pocket? Would you consider that somebody that you would deem as a thought pocket, or would you deem that as somebody like, you know what, I can take her home to mommy and daddy? And I'm just using this as a point of reference because they're younger ladies, they're younger women, right? Just to prove the point and what Jazz, just to not prove the point of what Jazz talking about. And your average everyday man would probably want to take a China McClain home to mama and daddy versus a bad baby. Just saying. But that's just a small example of what I'm saying.
It was normal and legal for men to have child bride.
But most men were molested by grown women.
Mm-hmm.
Most men's sexual experience was from a woman. So what I mean is, I'm not saying, if I say that this is reality, that does not mean Lucky accepts the fact that there are predators. But to a certain extent, because there have always been predators.
So what can we do?
Unless we have to find them. Then you have to go. That's why we have Me Too movements. We have all these movements on how to catch a predator. That means that they're not going anywhere. There's different type of predators. But what I'm saying is, I wonder what this fight is to not just say, yes, we should have more of a responsibility as women too, to maybe not over sexualize ourselves, because some predators don't matter what you wear. But yes, there are other predators, like the stories we watch on IDTV, where you could be coming home from the club and you get in an Uber and he decides to take advantage because you got a little skirt on. It's a lot harder to rape you if you got jeans. You know what I'm saying? So
oh my God!
I'm not saying that acknowledging one means, oh, it's okay. That's not what I'm saying. So I'm trying to be careful with the narrative here, with my perspective. It's not saying I'm okay with that. It's saying the reality of it is I have a better chance of protecting myself or looking less like something that you can portray, or just being responsible for how I'm carrying myself. If I don't want to give off if I don't want to give off, I want to be fucked tonight.
Build a website you love.
Jazz so disingenuous, bro.
For your words, create your.
Maybe I should maybe my skirt to be a little longer. What is it up with me where I want my ass out as a married woman? Or what is it with me as a woman who say I believe in God and I want respect? Why am I trying to dress like the women who don't want respect? I don't never want to be mistaken with a street walker. If I'm not a street walker, that's just on us. Fuck the man. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from. I'm not saying that. And in that, bro, there also comes other responsibilities where, yes, to your point, you can't determine. I'm not saying if you wear this is the outfit to run a predator off. I'm just saying that in itself is also important. And we can't say men are so lustful when we're so whore-like in the way we present ourselves. Even sometimes I like certain shirts. Yes. And I feel like I can get away with it because I'm not as big. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no double D's. But even still, it's like, okay, do I kind of want to wear this as a mom? Like, I'm a mom, you know? So that's what I go through as a person.
Appropriate.
You know?
what's appropriate. And I feel you on all that, but here's what I'm hearing, Lucky. You're saying like, yeah, men are doing this. This is bad that men are doing it. And then all the weight on changing it bears on the woman, bears on the person that is being 9 more times than not the victim of a man's abuse. So regardless, like we just determined and agreed that it doesn't matter what a woman is wearing for a predator or an abuser to attack them, right? So if that's the case, why aren't we shifting the narrative to empower young boys and to empower young men or men that want to change and check their internalized misogyny and say, hey, we need to build better men to understand mentally that just because a woman is wearing a certain thing or she's in a situation with you.
That's most men, though.
But most men are not. I don't know if most. What I hear most men,
most of our, you went throughout your day without.
Bro, Jazz, I'm sorry, bro. Jazz so disingenuous, bro. In these fucking conversations, I can't fucking stand it. But but it's one of those, you know, it's like one of those things that you hate, but at the same time you want to listen to it because you want to hear what crazy shit somebody gonna say. Here's what Jazz doesn't understand. What's good with you, Vanity? I appreciate you. What Jazz doesn't understand is this. Let's use technology for an example. Let's use companies for an example, right? What do companies do? They have this thing called cybersecurity. Why do they have cybersecurity? For threats, for the hackers and shit, right? So in order for us to protect the company and all the important information and documents that we don't want to get out to the public, we have to then put in preventative measures, which is cybersecurity to protect our systems and protect our documents so that these hackers cannot get in our system. It's not the job, it's not the company's decision, it's not the company's responsibility to sit and say, listen, man, fuck. It shouldn't be about us having to put cybersecurity up and have all these preventative measures. The hackers should just stop. The hackers should just stop hacking our system. They should just stop doing it. We need to figure out how to just stop the hackers from hacking our system. No, because it don't work like that. You are responsible for your own shit. You are responsible for it. So if you decide not to put preventative measures in order to protect your shit, that's on you. If the hackers get into it, that's on you. That ain't on the hackers, because the hackers gonna do what they're gonna do, and you can't control that shit. You can't control it. So you have to be responsible. You have to put in preventative measures in order to protect all your important documents, so that shit don't go public. That's why companies have cybersecurity. But she don't look at it like that. It's, well, you have to put the onus on not yourself. You have to put the onus on everybody else. That's just like saying, hey, Courtney, hey, bro, you should be able to walk in the hood at any given time of the day and night, and nobody should fuck with you. Nobody should fuck with you. In theory, that sounds phenomenal. I should be able to walk through the hood. Nobody say shit to me. Nobody do anything to me. I shouldn't get robbed. Nothing like that. Just stood up. Nothing. I should be able to just walk through that hole freely, do what I need to do, and get the fuck on with my life. But we all know that ain't reality. We all know that's not reality. So what is something that I can do that's in my control? I cannot fucking go. You know what? I don't want to put myself in that compromising position. So I'm not going to go. I'm going to stay over here on this side. I ain't going over there. Right. You feel me? Wearing the Jesus P's and the Rolex on 24s. So nigga, eyes is on me like, so he, I don't know who that is. So he got 24. He got the Jesus P's too? And the bust down? Oh yeah, we on him tonight. We got us one. See how stupid that fucking sounds, bro? See how dumb that sounds? But she don't understand that. And even I guarantee fucking to you, if I gave her that same analogy and she heard it, I guarantee you she would not argue. She gonna blow right past that analogy. And she gonna like, but you don't understand what I'm saying though. Like, I get it, but I don't like. No, apparently you don't fucking get it because I just explained it to you perfectly, so that way you can better understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Because if you understood the analogy, you then wouldn't have nothing to say. You like, you know what? That makes sense. You right. You control what you can. You control the things that you can control. You can't control the niggas that's gonna be out here doing egregious shit. We can't control that. But there's preventative measures though. Dress more modestly. Stop walking around by yourself in these streets by yourself. I get it. You want to be a strong and independent woman, but we understand we don't live in the should world. We live in the reality. And the reality is there are some dudes out here who gonna come at you regardless. So you need to be at least 2 to 3 deep. Always. That's one thing that they taught us in the military. Never go anywhere by yourself. Always have a battle buddy with you. No matter where you're going, always have a battle buddy. Never walk anywhere by yourself. Have a battle buddy with you. Preferably 2. But if you have to, take 1. That's called preventative measures. Preventative maintenance. So that way, if things were to pop off, you have somebody who is a witness or who can help you get out of the situation. Right, Ted Code, right. Yeah, nah. But in her logic, the enemy should just play fair. The enemy should just fight fair. I shouldn't have to walk around with 2 or 3 people. I should be able to walk down the street in the middle of the night by my goddamn self, and nobody should be able to fuck with me. Nobody should touch me. Nobody should talk to me. Regardless of, I should be able to walk down the sidewalk with a bikini on at 4 a.m. in the morning, and no man should say nothing to me. They shouldn't even look at me. You know what? They shouldn't even be objectifying me like that, because I don't objectify myself. I'm not a thought pocket. I beg your finest pardon. Shit's crazy to me, bro. Shit's crazy. And that's the kind of logic that she got.
But no man touching your ass. You probably went your whole year without being harassed, raped, or something. Some women go their whole lives without experiencing that.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? So most men are not acting in this gorilla nature. So you do have some. So I'm saying, but in the conversation, will bring their lustful nature up, synonymous with being dangerous. So that's why I was just talking about that. But I'm talking about, I brought up what we wear again, because if I agree.
Yeah, baby Ruth.
Imagine bringing your side project.
I'm paused anyway. Good. I'm glad it came up. Listen, man. Because she talking crazy, man. Jazz always on some more shit. I don't know why it's just one of those things, bro. It's just one of those things that she always doing what she doing, and it's like, I just want to hear what she gonna say. Hey, I appreciate you, Tech Coach Ralph, for tapping in with us, bro. I appreciate you, big dog. Have a good night, homie. I appreciate you for tapping in. But I don't understand it, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Is Jazz out of pocket? I think she is. I'm just gonna call you. I think she out of pocket. She wild as fuck. And she only think one-sided. You can't convince her or nothing. She lives in the fairy tale world of should, the world of imagination. That's where she lives at. That's where she thrives. That's where her home address is the imagination land. Over there with SpongeBob and Patrick, in Bikini Bottom. Imagine, word of imagination. You know what I'm saying? 1932, Bikini Boulevard, under the sea, deep down under the sea. That's where she lives, because that's just wild. I don't understand it. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Let me read some of these comments real quick. I wonder why, instead of continuing this argument, she doesn't promote self-defense classes or taking up martial arts classes. Yeah, she can do that too. Oh, let me see. Bull got handcuffs, sirens on the car, police uniform. What makes you think I'm a cop? Exactly. Exactly. What makes you think I'm a cop? Well, shit, nigga, you walk and talk like a cop. You got everything that says you're a cop. So you mean to tell me you ain't no cop? Nah, fam. I just like to put this shit on. I just like to put this shit on, bro. Like I just like the way it fit on me, man. I look good in it, but I ain't no cop though. So don't ask me to go arrest nobody because I ain't gonna do it. Like, nigga, well, why you wearing it then? That shit don't make sense to me. Yep, that's facts. I read that one already. Yep, I read it. Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one. But speaking of women that give you a headache, I'm about to give us an even bigger headache. So I don't know if y'all watch much of the Weather podcast, but again, I came across this video and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna click on and see what they're talking about because the title got me. It said, most disrespectful girl ever on the show. So I was like, I wonder who the disrespectful girl is. And then here we go. So before I play it, who do y'all think? Who do you think is going to be the disrespectful girl? Hold on, let me read this one too. But I do know that a lot of women who have, and my heart breaks for them. Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. We feel bad for the women that it actually happens to, right? We feel bad for that. But there are a lot of bad actors out here who cry wolf. You just seen what happened with the DoorDash chick. She cried wolf talking about she was SA'd. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? You were supposed to drop the food off and keep it pushing. But you decided to pull out your phone and all of a sudden you want to record this man that's on his couch sleeping with his drawers down. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? And so chicks like her mess it up for the people, for the real victims out here in these streets. So you said, Snow, you said red bow? You said red bow? Yeah, all right, let's see.
Unless you're married. That's what I
Wait,
think.
hold on.
How said that you will
Stop.
be better-
Hold on. Nobody owes you anything until you're married, is what you said?
Yeah.
Didn't earlier you say it's a man's job to protect a woman?
Well, no, that's a fatherly thing to do. Like I think
So if
all
you're hold on.
or I don't know.
If a man's dating a woman, did you not say that it's a man's job to protect?
So if you saw a child getting abused, would you
no. What? Hold on. You like
intervene? Would you intervene or no? Would you support
what
the
does
man
this have
or no?
anything? I'll answer the question, but what does that have anything to do with what I'm asking you?
Because you're
talking
telling me that I'm responsible for
we're talking. You said that in a
wanting men
relationship.
to protect.
Hold on. Couple things here. You got to let people finish their fucking sentences, and you can't interrupt them. So
That was rude.
no, it's rude for you to interrupt repeatedly. You did it to her. You've done it to multiple people here.
Am I not allowed to speak?
No, you are allowed to speak, but in order for us to hear you, we have to allow you to speak and listen to you, and then in exchange, you have to allow us to speak and listen to you.
What's crazy? Asking you to be polite and not interrupt people? I gave you a warning before politely, and you continue doing it, and you're doing it to me now.
Warning?
Yes, I
What
gave
did
you
you
a warning.
warn me about?
Hey, don't let the community see you, bro. Y'all just misprofiled her, bro.
This girl's abusive in a relationship. Okay, I warned you when Andrew was talking. You were interrupting.
Have I hit? You think I'll hit somebody?
You
think I hit
asked
him
the
in
most
anybody?
unrelated, non sequitur questions.
You can't keep up. That's
ever.
why you can't keep up mentally.
When did I say you were physically abusive?
I can keep up mentally. So
I know he's probably listening to everything that I'm saying, but you are just I have no idea what you're saying. I cannot physically. I'm losing brain cells listening to you.
I'm losing brain cells listening to you.
you. Wait, no, you.
No, you did that. That's what you sound like.
Okay.
That's true.
So if you need me to actually articulate what you did before Andrew was speaking, you've done it multiple times. You did it multiple times. You'll start talking while somebody else is talking. Andrew was talking. That's interrupting. And I told you to stop.
And I think some of that within reason, interjecting at certain key points in a conversation is fine, right? But I think there's a distinction between that and kind of incessant interrupting. The thing is I'm not going to beat you up about it because I want to hear what you have to say. So let's have the convo.
It's okay. Rewinding here. I believe the question was, so you said that something like you don't owe them anything until you're married, or I don't want to misquote you. What did you say?
I forgot.
That's exactly what was said.
Okay.
Yeah.
But earlier in the conversation, you said that men should protect women in the context of like a romantic relationship.
Did I?
You did.
I don't recall.
Whether you recall or not is irrelevant. Do you agree
Your
with the
opinion
statement?
is irrelevant.
Do you agree that that is your position?
What?
Let me say this. I'm gonna give a disclaimer. I would never promote, nor do I agree with anybody putting their hands on anybody, man or woman alike. But I understand why some men do it. Again, I don't agree with it. I don't advocate for it. I think everybody should keep their hands to themselves. But there are some people who would drive you to that point. They just make you want to Ryu kick the fuck out of them. Ryu get you. And she is her. She is her. Boy.
Are you just intentionally being?
I feel like you're
Like-
trolling. I'm sorry.
It
You're
is
like your
definitely
thoughts
trolling.
that you've
Can you
been here are
repeat the
so disjointed. They're all over the place. You seem like you're like just not
What do I
here.
seem like?
You don't seem
Bro.
like
No,
you're
this is
physically
her.
here. Like your consciousness isn't here.
Are
You like
you?
absolutely. I'm here.
You meant mentally, right? I meant
No.
mentally though.
I mean, you just say
Trolling.
whatever. It has
That's
nothing
what
to
I
even
think.
do with the topic. Like
You like seem like a little. I don't know. Like, do you want me to say? Should I say it? Delusional.
your opinion of me has absolutely no bearing. You are very young, and I just feel like you're trolling. So
That's your opinion.
okay.
I don't need your opinion.
Fucking brunette Gollum. Just up there, man, boy. I
didn't
would
ask-
just start
did I ask
roasting
for your
her.
opinion? No.
Little
Aren't you so
baby
glad I
little
brought
ass.
her?
You said you wanted another girl.
So I'll repeat myself one final time here. You said you don't really owe anybody anything until you're married. Was that your statement?
What?
Bro, we cannot have. You obviously heard what I said.
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat the question?
I'm going to repeat it one last time.
Let me say this too, though. Brian got to grow a backbone, bro. Brian, the host, he got to grow a backbone, dog. I don't know. Yeah, she has a punchable face. Brian gotta grow a backbone, dog. I understand, you trying to have the conversation. I get it. But listen, you way too calm at this point. Maybe it's just me, bro. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the one that's tripping. And that's okay if I am. If I'm the one that's tripping, cool, I'll take that. But I know for a fucking fact, if I got people on my show, for one, that I didn't pay you to come on, you come on to my show, and I'm trying to have a conversation, and you come on my shit to try to troll me, we gonna have a problem. It's gonna be one of the two things. I'm finna roast the shit out you, and I'm gonna make sure you don't get a word out. I'm finna disrespect you fully with my words. Or two, I'm gonna get security, and I'm gonna get you the fuck out of there immediately. Ain't no more talking. I'm like, hey, mute her motherfucking mic, get her the fuck out of here now. I don't want to see her. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want nothing. Get her out of here right the fuck now. Because this is first world problems. Because I'm telling you, in certain countries, you act like that. That's all I'm saying. You act the way that you acting.
Too. Because I can't really hear you. I'm hard of hearing. I can't hear that well.
Yeah, I see you smiling, so I know you're just fucking trolling. Look, we're trying to, I know sometimes we can joke around and stuff, but I'm really not going to tolerate the trolling, so it's got to stop. You understand?
You're trolling. You started it.
Okay, she can't even.
You
She can't even troll properly.
How did I?
Can you handle the heat or not?
How did I start it?
Or not?
How did I start it?
Answer the question.
I did not fly in from Florida for this. I gotta tell you that, honey.
Who? Who are you again? I don't think I've ever heard of you or met you, or I think you're irrelevant to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I still didn't fly in from Florida for this,
Like,
to be
I
trolled.
really don't, like, you are not
Okay,
here.
Gia, answer the question.
Yeah,
that he
repeat
has.
it for her again.
Just repeat it one time, Gia. Be quiet and listen.
Do you want me to
What's
answer
her name, Gia?
like, seriously or not seriously?
Seriously.
Is this
Go-
a serious
go troll her
question or
ass.
not? Because
Like, hey,
if
it's
it's not
it's
a serious question,
question.
then I don't answer.
It's serious.
Like,
just listen to it.
Serious question.
I don't take disrespect.
Okay, so that's fair. I'm going to repeat.
Motorsports donated $200.01. Dollar store Ariana, shut the fuck up. You are not just
Hey, put a
stupid.
galaxy
You
in
are
there, not
ignorant
answer
and a
that
waste of a chair on the
Hey, I
panel.
mean, I guess
No
I got.
one will know your name.
Has anyone else been compared to her? I don't think so.
Okay, so listen, I'll repeat the question just so that you're totally clear. Do you think that leprechauns do actually exist at the end of the rainbow? Like, I'm just wondering.
What's a
Do you think that there
leprechaun?
is? Do you think
What's
there
a
is like a little pot of gold there that you can follow it to
What's
the
a
end?
rainbow?
It's just a
little
like
leprechaun dancing.
a little mascot or something, bro.
Yeah, do you
What?
think so?
What?
Like a mascot or
Do
something.
you think? Do you
What's
think
a
so?
leprechaun?
Huh? Huh? What? What?
What?
Oh.
You
You
trolling
guys are
back.
underestimating my intelligence.
Oh no.
I think that's what's going on here.
I wildly overestimated it, but I was willing to
Okay.
indulge it.
You want? I can play the part if you really want me to.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. I'm hard of hearing. Couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Guess we're on the same page here, brother.
What's that?
Oh, he trolling her ass back.
Did you guys hear something? Because I don't think I did. I didn't hear anything.
We hear everything.
Is there a ghost in here?
What was
I
the
think there
question
is.
again?
Yeah, what was the question? Maybe we can answer it.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all were doing there either.
Well, so I mean, I've
galaxy,
been trying to engage in
I'll tell you-
good
I'll
faith
tell you
here.
what.
So I think the questions I asked you are,
Irrelevant.
how are they irrelevant?
Okay, just let him finish.
Sorry,
just
that was my fault. I'm
quiet,
so
just be
sorry.
quiet.
Can you forgive
So
me
look,
for
you're going to need to check the
interrupting you?
fucking attitude. We can agree to have a good faith conversation moving forward. You did a bit of trolling. Congratulations.
Was
You've
that a
wasted-
threat?
Nah, go ahead and put a galaxy. I ain't see it up there yet. Put a galaxy in there.
On live too. That's crazy.
Yeah, well,
How is
yeah,
that a
I told you.
threat?
You saw he punched the wall. He punched the wall, so you know it was a threat.
How is that a threat? I'm telling you to cut it off.
Just let him speak.
I can cut
Who's
something
fucking
else
back
off.
there talking?
I can cut something else off.
They need to.
Wait,
they need
what's
to
the
knock
threat?
it off.
That sounded like a threat on live TV. It sounded like a threat.
Or can I? I don't know. What did I say? Who said that? 'Cause
I ain't gonna
didn't
mute
say
you, bro.
anything. Is there a ghost in here? Woo!
Wait, can you say there's like 4 people up?
I need water.
All right.
Next question, please.
I don't like annoying people, bro.
Well, I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to navigate this here. So I'm trying to reel things back and bring it back to a good faith conversation. You had your fun. You did.
You know, trollers, bro. Y'all suck. Y'all suck, bro. Bro, people who be trying to troll me, y'all are trash. Y'all need to go. Y'all need to figure it out. Y'all need to figure it out. Because it's always goofy looking motherfuckers who always trying to troll. It's either you goofy looking or you don't know how to put your profile picture up when you try to troll somebody. You want to be behind the scenes. You don't want to show your real face and show who you are. That's the crazy part to me. You a coward to me, bro. A whole coward to me. And it's always the little ugly duckling little bitches, especially on this show, the little ugly duckling that always want to try to troll. Like, shorty, don't nobody give a fuck about you. Like, who are you, bro? Like, who are you? Like, this little young-minded shit, but then guess what? As soon as a nigga come back or come at you in an aggressive tone or an aggressive manner, now he wrong. And this is why I think that Brian, he need to suck it up a little bit. He need to grow a little backbone. Like, hey, fam, fuck the whole trying to be nonchalant shit and trying to keep calm and whole frame, nigga. And this is your spot. She in your place and she disrespecting you. Nah, get her little ass the fuck up out of there. Get her baby head ass the fuck up out of there immediately. On some real, you know what? What I would do, I'll put motherfuckers in the corner. I would have a allotted corner. I would put niggas in the corner. Like, listen, nope, you go to the corner. You got two choices. You either go in the corner for 10 minutes and you just stand there with your face, with your body and face facing the corner, or you can get the fuck out. But if you decide to stand in the corner for 10 minutes, you got 10 minutes, you're gonna stand in the corner during the shit that's going on. You're gonna be on camera the entire time. And then you could come back after 10 minutes. And then you could come back to the table and have a conversation after 10 minutes. If you ain't got your shit together, then we're gonna send you the fuck up out of here. Or you can just choose not to go in the corner altogether and you could just get the fuck out. Pick one. Because what we're not finna do is have you on some bullshit. We're trying to have a conversation right now, but you want to be stupid. And that's exactly what you're being. You're being dumb.
We did the trolling. So are we going to have a good faith conversation, or are you going to keep this up?
Are you gonna keep asking stupid questions?
You know what I'm saying? Boy.
All right, you're kind of pushing it. I mean, I'm again.
Ask stupid questions, get stupid answers. Like, I don't know what else you want.
I'm trying to extend an olive branch here so we can move on with the conversation.
Okay.
It wasn't a stupid question. It was related to the conversation.
You didn't hear what the question was. Just let him ask the question.
I just said I don't like repeating myself. I asked you to like.
You asked me to what?
He's eating popcorn. I love it. Good job.
So professional.
Shut up, dork. I'll eat popcorn if I want to.
I'm saying.
What a fucking dork. Stop being a dork and either engage in the conversation or get out of here. One or the other.
I will gladly. You like. I didn't ask.
Well, then gladly get the fuck up and get out of here, tard.
Why?
Because I'm so tired of tard wrangling you. It's literally tard wrangling at this point. Just get up and get the fuck out.
You just can't handle the fact that I'm smarter than you, and like you can't keep up with the conversation. If you can't hold the conversation any longer, what does that mean? What does that mean? I like.
Oh, you almost made it.
I ended that. I literally like. What did you want me to do? Take that? I wasn't gonna take that, especially not on like live.
I'll tell you one thing though, if these two girls are her friends, she the outcast for sure. And so the shit that she does, she uses it as a coping mechanism. Because she ain't got no real friends. She uses it as a coping mechanism to make herself look stupid. Well, I'm sorry, not to make herself look stupid, but she uses it as a coping mechanism because typically she probably don't get all the attention. So therefore she has to go with this whole defensive aspect of who she is. Step by side, she got to be extra, this whole trolling mindset in order to cover up the fact that don't nobody want her ass. and that her friends or her so-called friends get more attention than she does. They be laughing at her ass because I'm pretty sure they're laughing at her ass right now. What up, Spaces? My boy, what's good with you? What's good with you? And so that's what I think. That's what I think the situation is. I think they personally brought her on there because they know that she was gonna do what the fuck she do, and they just wanted to see her. They just wanted to see her go in and get her shit cooked. Because if this is what she called trolling, she is horrible. She is terrible.
Oh.
Nor behind the scenes either. I would never take that personally. I would not let that slide if I were anybody in this room. Anybody in this room.
Yeah,
Universe.
you go, girl. Do the finger snap thing on the way out.
Slay
Do that
queen.
for us. Do the finger snap. Be like, I'm not gonna take
Usually,
that.
usually I would be the one to walk out.
I'm a strong woman.
You don't
I'm
get,
smart
like-
as everybody. I'm so smart. Oh, I ain't taking nothing from you.
Oh, thanks.
Go,
I didn't.
do the whole
thank
thing.
You think I'm
Like,
smart?
do the whole thing.
So you think I'm smart?
Lean into the feminism. Lean into it. I got my popcorn here. I'm ready for the race.
Hey, that's a fact though.
Él es Julián. Su mamá piensa que la manera de...
Grid One
I would be
Motorsports
throwing
donated
popcorn if this was a movie.
$200.01. This is why no one wants to be around this dumb beach, not even her parents. Get the fuck out. Literally the dumbest person this panel has seen in a while.
That's the
Congrats,
only thing you guys
are
can
immune
hate.
for
Like
failure.
that's all.
Look at her friends though. I think these two chicks right here are her friends or supposed to be her friends. They laughing at her ass. They straight up laughing at her. Shorty right here with the sports coat on. She's sick. She tired of it. She's sick of the situation. She's like, look, man, this bitch need to get the fuck on somewhere. Like, can we move this conversation forward? Like, what we doing? We just here. Shorty here, she laughing with the dress on, with the clavicles out, and then Mother Mayhem right here, she over it. Then the chick beside her, she just laughing at her. So she just making herself look like an idiot the entire way through.
Hate from, bro.
Girl, ain't nothing that goddamn
Grid
stuff.
One Motorsports, thank you for the TTS astute observation.
Can you say cash me outside? How about that?
What?
Can you say cash me outside? How about that? Can you do
Sure.
that?
That's a fact.
No,
Do the-
I'm not
do
gonna
cash me
say
outside.
I'm not saying that. Will you guys pay me if I say
No,
that?
fuck no. Fuck no.
Oh, okay,
Well,
then
will
no,
you
I'm
say
not
it?
saying that. No. I don't
No.
work for free.
I mean, aren't you here for free?
I don't know, am I?
I don't know. Are you?
I don't know. Am I?
Bro, she's fucking, bro. You see what I'm saying? She's fucking horrible, dog. Even Chinese shorty here with the stringy bangs right here. She looking at her like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like at this point, you could just shut the fuck up now. You doing too much. If you taking the L, just be quiet, bro. Just sit back, like, you know what, you got it.
No, are you?
I don't know.
Let me guess. I'm pretty
All
sure.
right, so I'm going to ask
Andrew.
I'm going to ask the question
Can
one
I
more
ask
time.
you one question before?
24.
You asked
Is
me a
it
question.
related to the?
It's related to what he was just talking about.
No. So okay, I'm going to ask you the question
Then no.
Then
Why would
no.
I answer yours if you won't answer mine?
because we're not going to have a meta conversation. I'm going to bring it back to the actual conversation at hand. Okay, so earlier in the conversation, you said something along the lines of men should protect women, right? In the context of like a romantic relationship, men should protect women, boyfriends should protect girlfriends, husbands should protect wives, or well, boyfriends should protect girlfriends, men should protect women in general when it comes to dating. But you said you're not owed anything in a relationship prior to marriage.
Yeah.
So how do you reconcile these two conflicting positions?
What do you mean?
You want me to define reconcile?
Yeah, please. See, I'm not perfect.
Well, just for you, just so I have it perfectly, I will Google the exact definition of reconcile. So make consistent with another, especially by allowing Well,
What? Aw.
make consistent with another, cause to coexist in harmony, make compatible.
And then what was the other word that you added in that sentence? Like before that?
You want me to be defining?
It was pedantry. He was using the word pedantry.
Yeah,
Can you
I feel
repeat the
you.
question?
I feel you,
Sorry.
Bull City.
No, I'm actually being.
feel
I'm
you.
not trying to like trigger
Yeah,
you.
that's the third
I'm sorry.
time.
That was a trigger. No, I'm sorry. You worded it. Your intellect. I honestly like.
donated $200.
Yeah.
There is a village missing there,
Exact-
idiot.
okay, yeah,
And we
okay, go,
found
go.
her. Please, Brian, kick Pugsley Adams off the show.
Can you
She offers nothing to any conversation.
I'll ask you a simple question. What's
What's
your,
9 plus 10? 21.
what's your body count?
What?
What's your body count?
11.
Did you say
I'm
9 plus
11,
10
so
is
shut the
21?
fuck up. What?
Did you say 9 plus 10 is 21? Yeah, you did. You said 9 plus 10 is 21. I thought you just got done saying you're the smartest person here. Fucking tard wrangling up in here.
Just got back in the crib. Okay.
Sorry.
This really scares me to have a daughter. Like, I think I'm done. 4 boys is fantastic. Like, this is terrifying.
Oh, you got 4 boys?
Yeah, 4
Congrats.
boys. Thank you.
Congrats. Man, I'm gonna stop it right there because she bullshit. Where's JB when we need him for the tie-breaking vote? You feel me? I don't know what he got going on. I don't know what he got going on, bro. I don't. Listen, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. Let's go to what we got. Ooh, listen. So I'm gonna make a pact. I'm gonna make a pact here today. To y'all. After this, I would not entertain. What's up, Big Op? I would no longer entertain this conversation about Michael Jordan and LeBron James. After today, after I listen to this, I would no longer entertain the LeBron James and Michael Jordan conversation. I won't. Reason being because we're going in circles. We're constantly going in circles about the same thing over and over. Everybody has their opinion on LeBron. People have their opinion on Jordan, what Jordan would have done, what Kobe would have done, etc., etc., etc. I'm done having that conversation. I stood on what I said. I think one of the best conversations I had, even though he wasn't necessarily here having the conversation with me, but me and Bull City, we had a great conversation on the last time we talked about this. And we were able to come to an agreement in regards to how we looked at the situation. He still deemed Michael Jordan as number one. I still deem LeBron James as number one. But we were able to see the things in regards to what we were talking about and where we were coming from in regards to the conversation, right? But I've been seeing way too many people going in and finding every little knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone to try to downplay LeBron or downplay Jordan. Try to find every little trinket that they can to as the reason why Jordan is number one, why Kobe is number one, or why LeBron is number one. Listen, bro, at the end of the day, it's all opinion. The only one that we can 100% say that's factual, that's no argument in it, but you can still feel how you want to feel about it, is that LeBron James beat Kobe 16 out of 6 times. Well, I'm sorry. Kobe is 6-16 versus LeBron James. That's the only stat. That's the only thing that you can debate. But what I stand on is LeBron James is the greatest as of right now. Until somebody else comes on and I'll be objective enough to look at it and say, you know what? I think this nigga better than LeBron. Whoever that may be in the future. But as of right now, LeBron, Jordan, Kobe. Those are my top 3. Ain't no debate. Ain't nothing you can tell me. Ain't nothing you can say. I don't give a damn. I watched it. I played it. This is coming from me as a hooper, as a collegiate player, seeing it, all of it. Those are my top 3. I ain't wavering from that. Facts, Bull City, facts. People say that whatever podcast is a white, fresh, and fit. You agree? I don't agree, bro. I don't agree. I don't think it's a white, fresh, and fit just because. Well, let me rephrase that. I think the setup is like a fresh and fit. Let me say that. I think the setup is like a fresh and fit. But I don't think the way that they do everything is like a fresh and fit, though. The setup, because I think that, yeah, minus the kickouts, right? Minus the kick. I think the setup is like a fresh and fit. I will say that. But in regards to actually having the conversations and everything, I'll be 110% honest with you. It's not as entertaining as fresh and fit. It's not as entertaining. It's a little dull, but of course, you're still gonna have people that's gonna, people rock with certain things. But I personally think it's dull. It's not as engaging in that sense. As we just sat here and watched this whole thing, and it wasn't that entertaining. You know what I mean? So, but hey, they're doing numbers, so I mean it works. So I can't knock it. Fact. Yeah, minus the kickouts too, though. Yeah, because he need to kick some more people out. He need to start kicking motherfuckers out. I 110% agree. He need to start kicking people the fuck up out of there. Didn't it take LeBron twice as long to reach Jordan stats? Nah. I think y'all looking at it, but see that's the issue though. When you try to talk about the stats that he tried to reach, you gotta also put into account everything else that come along with that though, bro. And that's where that's when that conversation kind of derails. Everybody tries to put everything on the same playing field. The game is different. The game wasn't the same when Jordan played versus when LeBron played. And who's to say that LeBron wouldn't do 10 times more back then, or what Jordan would do in this day and era? We can't say that. That's only hearsay. You know what I'm saying? That's only goes based off our opinion. So we can't compare that. But there are things that we can compare though. The game is more elevated than it was in Jordan's time. Do you agree or disagree? I'll give you a prime example. Somebody gave a great example. Back in y'all remember the most iconic dunk contest. Most iconic dunk contest that pretty much transcended the dunk game. And I'm not talking about when Michael Jordan dunk contest. I'm not talking about the jumping from the free throw line. We're talking about Vince Carter. Most epic dunk contest of all time. Right? When he did that motherfucking that 360 windmill. Motherfuckers are doing that in the game now. That's an in-game dunk. A 360 windmill. That's an in-game dunk. Niggas do that for warm-ups now. The shit that Michael Jordan was doing, niggas are doing in the game. That ain't iconic anymore because the game is elevated. Did we not see the phenomenal dunk contest between Aaron Gordon and shit? I just lost his name. What the fuck is his name? He's in my head. Aaron Gordon. Fuck. He was just in my goddamn head. What's his name? Y'all know his name because he won the dunk contest. What's his name? Him and Aaron Gordon was going back and forth with the dunks. I'm talking about crazy dunks. Crazy dunks. Damn, what the fuck is his name? It was just right there in my head. No, not Derrick Jones. Hold on, bro. Give me a second. Oh my God. Zach LaVine. What the fuck? Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. Right? Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. Those dunks prove the elevation of the game from when Michael Jordan was playing. Hell, look at Mac McClung. Look at Mac McClung, the shit he's doing. He's only 6'2". 6'2" white dude. Doing the shit that he's doing. Right? And to sit here and say, it would still be based on my opinion. But just looking at the eye test, you telling me that the game is not better. These guys aren't faster and stronger, more athletic, more skilled than what Jordan was back in the day? What during that era back in the day? But I'm not knocking it though. That's the thing. I'm not knocking because the times were different back then, the way the game was played. So I can't knock it. Because when in that time when we saw it, it was fresh, it was new, it was something different. Like, damn. Michael Jordan with the goddamn the tween, pull back on Bird, pull up. That was something iconic. It was smooth, it was swagger. He had style to it. It was like, damn, that shit was nice. The way Jordan come through the lane, come here. We never seen that. It was fresh, it was new. Nobody ever seen that. They just saw the basic shit that Magic and Bird was doing, because it was always Magic and Bird. People got tired of seeing the fucking Kareem hooks. That shit wasn't flashy no more. No, and listen, faking fouls, yeah, I agree. But you gotta understand too, though. If you gonna say that, you gotta be honest too. It didn't start in this era. It started back in Jordan's era too, fam. They were faking fouls back then too, dog. That's how the media has fucked us up. We think that it just started now. No, social media has shined the light on the shit. They were doing that shit back then. We watched the full clip of it. They were doing it back then, bro. They were doing this shit back then. Niggas was flopping back then. But when but I understand it. I get it. I get it. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not disappointed in it. I'm gonna be 110% because the dunk contest ain't what it used to be. Nor did I honestly didn't care if he joined or not. That didn't make or break. In my own opinion, that didn't make or break his career if he joined the dunk contest or not. It didn't. I really didn't care. And that's just my personal opinion. Let's see. I don't follow sports, but I would bet that a solid 20% of LeBron points are from take. Nope, you're wrong. And you're wrong. You're wrong. And you would lose your money. 20% of LeBron's points. 20%. I disagree. I disagree. But that lets you know that that's the media. That's the media playing on you. See that because you haven't watched so much of it, that lets me know you'll probably watch the media. You probably watch the clips and highlights. It's not. Let's see. Without looking at the stats directly, I think it took LeBron 12 years to do what Jordan did in 8 years. What you mean? Took 12 years for him to do what? Like in regards to what though, specifically though? I call LeBron the greatest actress of all time. I mean, I feel you. That's a personal opinion. You got it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But I disagree with you though. Because again, I wish you were here. That's why I wish you were here during the last video, during the last time we talked about it, because I showed videos of how LeBron actually gets fouled. And these weren't ticky-tack fouls. These were people actually grabbing them. I'm not talking about just this shit right here. I'm talking they pulling this man down on the shoulders, Come here. And he's still following through with the finish and winning. Well, people actually grabbing him. But because he's so big and he's strong and he's fast, he has to be a little theatric in order to get the call. Just as they were doing with Shaq. The reason Shaq didn't get many calls is because Shaq was fucking 7 fucking foot, 300 something pounds. They're not gonna call that. So if Shaq gonna get a call, Shaq gonna have to add some theatrics to it in order to get the call. That's the downside of just being a big dude. That's the downside of it. Of just being, because you're gonna have to add theatrics to it. And because we got social media, they shine the light on it. Oh, Lee flop, LeBron James. Come on, fam. If we're gonna watch the game, you gotta be honest about it. Yeah, of course, I can agree. There have been times where I've seen LeBron say, bro, this nigga funny as hell. He out here. We know that was false, but you know he got to be a little extra. He got to throw a little sauce on it in order to get the call. Because we've seen him get fouled and they didn't call it. It's like, bro, what are we doing? You're not going to call that? So if we're going to have that conversation, you got to be honest about it. From both sides, not just one-sided. Regardless of how you feel about him, regardless if you deem Michael Jordan as your number one, you got to be honest about that, though. Why does he do it? Why is he flopping? Is it just because of the fact that the refs aren't calling these calls? Because y'all looking at the players for the reason why they do a lot of flopping, but let's be honest, it ain't got shit to do with the players. The players just adjust. They understand that the refs gonna call certain calls, so they adjust. That's why you start to see more of this fake flopping shit. Oh, come here. And they calling it because they're playing towards the refs because they know the refs gonna call certain shit. They did call it. They called the Jordan treatment. Exactly. They call it the Jordan treatment because they would call a lot of shit for Jordan. It's like, bro, you really gonna call that? But because it's Michael Jordan, they gonna call it. Like, I got you, Michael. Bro, that was a voice clip. We heard it during the live game with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan came back and told, hey, bro, you see him following me. He said, oh, my bad, Jordan. I didn't see it. And Jordan like, man, come on, we got to call that. And guess what? Next play down, they came down, they called a foul. And Jordan got the foul call. And he went to the free throw line. Yes, bro. Yes, he did. Jordan fake fouls too, bro. Jordan is not flawless, bro. Jordan is not flawless. Jordan got flaws too, dog. That's what y'all don't understand. That's the point that I've always been making. Y'all act as if Michael Jordan was just this flawless hooper. He was not flawless. He had flaws too, bro. He did. It was on referencing Space's comment on it took twice as long. I was saying in 8-to-12 ratio off the top of my. Oh, I got you. Hackensack made Shaq lead LSU early. Coach Dale Brown said, I can't protect you. Go get your money. Facts. Joe would tell the ref to call or change the call, and they will. Multiple clips on that. That's what I'm saying, bro. So if I'm gonna be honest about it, we got to be honest. It didn't start with LeBron, but it shows you the impact, though. It shows you the impact that LeBron has. But I would never take anything from Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan had a huge impact. He had an impact on LeBron. That's why he went number 23. I'm not blind. Like, I'm not crazy. But just because he wears a number, he's impact, that don't necessarily mean that he can't be. That doesn't necessarily mean that Michael Jordan has to stay number one. No. LeBron is better, in my own opinion. For him to be a passer first, what people like to call him, for him to be a passer first, this man got 50,000 points. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive to me. If y'all consider him a passer first, make it make sense to me. And no, I don't think LeBron is flawless either. I don't think Kobe is flawless. That's what I'm saying. Like, but at the end of the day, I was able to see Michael Jordan play. I'm old enough to have seen Michael Jordan play. And I'm definitely old enough to have seen LeBron from high school all the way through his entire career. I've seen him play. And like I said, I've seen Michael Jordan play. Not, I ain't talking about just at the Wizards. I'm talking about with the Bulls too. I've seen how great Michael Jordan was. I've seen that. I've seen all of it. And was able to see, and then was able to see the entire thing, and was able to look at the entire situation as a hooper from a hooper's lens. It's like, this LeBron James do something different. Who this? Who this? Who this fool? This different. That's the only part we different, but I respect the points that you stand on that make your case. For sure, bro. For sure. 110%. 110%. But let's go ahead and that's enough of me talking about it. Let's go ahead and get into it because Michael Jordan is back. He's surfacing again. And talking about load management, things like that. And so I'm going to play 2 different videos. I'm going to play one from Gil's Arena, and then I'm also going to play a different part of it from Carmelo Anthony talking about it as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And hold on. Let's do this. That works. That works.
But do you agree with what MJ said about load management?
I know you played too, Blue City. I know you played.
It's hard because he's speaking.
You coming from a
player
hooper
side of it,
and I think that's what makes it better too. The fact that you got 2 people that hoop that actually, that actually has that hooper's lens, and we can see both perspectives, and we can come at it from an angle of like, all right, I see what you're saying, bro. You feel me?
where back then there was no load management. There was no, let's protect our players for the longer of the investment. It was go out there. We're going to push you out there. Hey, 10 weeks, we're going to turn it into 6. So everybody went out there back then. The question should have been, have you ever load managed as an owner? You have LaMelo Ball that got hurt. And if you look at his numbers, he was load managed. Did he do that himself? Or was that you making sure your asset was healthy? So, most of the time, as you can see, and it backfired. Embiid never wanted to be load managed. He's complaining about his time.
Complained about it recently.
So you see he got hurt trying to go out there. You see Donovan Mitchell tried to go out there to protect his money, got hurt. You seen Holly, hamstring, came back, got hurt. So the players are not necessarily in charge of, can I go out there and do what I want to do? As players.
Oh, hold up. I'm sorry, y'all. This is off topic. I don't know if y'all believe in it or not. I believe in, damn, this is crazy. I just had deja vu. I kid you not. This is crazy as hell. And I'm a firm believer of the deja vu aspect of, if I have the deja vu, if I've seen it before, that means I'm going in the right place, right? Bull City, I bullshit you not. I saw this message before, bro. I saw this message before. This video, myself reacted to it, all of it. I saw this shit before. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. I just saw this shit in real time. That is wild. That's wild. But I did see this. That's crazy as hell, bro. I'm talking about the drop 12, 6 assists. I've seen this before. That's crazy.
You don't want to lose your spot. You don't want to get taken over by another guard that's out there playing. So you're going to play if you can. Today's game, it's higher than the player.
So, Mikal Bridges, right? Is he the only one that's exempt?
Iron Man.
But do they hire, like,
I'm saying, is he the only one that's exempt from this?
Like injured?
No, but no. Guys can be healthy. No, guys are healthy, getting healthy scratches.
Oh, I thought it was injured players. That's what
it was. To an extent, but it was healthy guys too that they were just trying to preserve for the whole season.
So let's say everybody's healthy, right? Everybody's healthy, and you 7 games in 10 nights, how we used to, the shit we used to have, right?
Yeah.
We got 7 and 10, 5 and 7. They're gonna sit these guys out. But is Mikal Bridges the only one that's exempt from that?
That's only a star thing, though, right? I feel like.
Huh?
That's only for stars.
Is it?
Corners and liquor stores, it ain't no days off for us. It's just like my hoes. They gotta work 24.
Yeah, because that is
No designated
because he
off
doesn't sit out at all.
They
No,
no
he-
days
no.
off.
He hasn't
So like
missed the
it's not
games
even
since he's been in the
nobody
league.
says anything about load management with him. So.
Yeah, that's what. So that's why I'm asking.
But
So
but you
why-
remember they didn't they ask him a couple times?
Still, so definitely.
Yeah,
so is,
no.
or is it in your? So they get. So do they come to the player and be like, you want to sit out tonight, or do they make the choice for you?
Only the stars.
Or is it in your contract now?
No, how can I don't think it's in your contract.
no, I mean, I'm just
because I can't imagine like you coming to a guy like him when he got this streak going and be like, we're gonna sit you out tonight. You nigga like, no, the fuck you're not.
Right.
Right? Just no, the fuck you're not.
Right.
No. Like this is important to me. So is it not that for everybody else?
Yeah. See, like general manager told me, he said, we have 82 games. And if I give you 10 years of 82 games, how can I extend? Like, how many games are just useless?
Throwaway games.
Right? How many throwaway games are out there? So they came up with the number about 65.
Okay.
Right? So there's like, okay, if we take these off, we can add them to the back end of your career. Now that's why you see.
But how many games that add up to? Everybody not gonna make
That's
that long.
that's about 3-4 more years of your prime.
It depends.
For the stars. That's why a KD looks like this, the Steph looks like this. Like if you look at them years, they're being added in the back end. That you know what I mean? So that's why our game. That's why the game.
I hear you, but just like so, you low managing KD, right? And he goes down with the Achilles thing. Just imagine if he never comes back and plays, then it's pointless. So if a guy goes down,
You gonna get if you get.
that's
hurt,
it's just I hear you, Gil, but it doesn't make logical sense to me. I hear you,
I'm
but it just
saying
doesn't.
from
doesn't make sense to me.
2017-18 season, the most Curry played is 69 games.
Because of injuries and other things.
I mean, I think load management is bullshit.
Oh,
no, 74,
yeah, they for sure. Curve does that. Curve
Yeah,
does that.
yeah. See, I know.
I think
Him,
load management is bullshit.
Like him, yeah.
Yeah,
The way
I'm
he
saying,
fucking
they-
plays the game,
You have to get.
you have to, because he can't sustain that.
Yeah. And
Steph. All that.
when I was there,
It's training in the summer. I don't know,
They
man.
was doing it 'cause they knew where they was going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So they would low manage during the season because focus on the bigger picture. They got 100 games for sure.
They don't practice, but the thing is, you don't fucking practice.
Right. So what? So
So
what
they
is
don't
load
practice.
management
So that's the time to rest.
Practice.
So that's the time to rest. Like you're not practicing during the season.
They're not practicing. No, they're playing.
They're not.
Nah,
They're practicing or playing. So how much rest do you actually need?
You ain't
How
practicing.
much
Not
rest do you
practice,
actually
like
need?
who actually really practice like hard and shit, but we like
guys
bad
are
teams.
Bad teams.
Bad team.
Nah, I feel that. I feel that, and I agree, but I see the reasoning behind it. You paying this much for an investment, you want this investment to last. You want that shit to last. So therefore, I'm not finna run my shit. I'm not finna run it down. I'm not finna run my shit down to the ground. You feel me? I'm not. Because now we got so many, because they're pretty much playing day in, day out. Like, nah. We need you for the playoffs. We need you on the back end. We can extend your years a little bit. So if you gotta sit out a couple of games to revive or recoup, get yourself together, because I'm not making an investment on you for this season. I'm making an investment on you for the next few years. So hey, do what you gotta do. So I see it now. I see it now versus back then. It wasn't like that as much. So I mean I understand it, bro. I understand it. I get it. I get the business aspect of it. But that's I agree. I agree. Like I'll die for this shit. Like, hey, I'll die for this shit. I do. I understand that. I do.
Bad teams practice.
Absolutely.
We were 5 and 23. We practice.
They practice. If you being coached by Nate McMillan, motherfucker, you was practice. Don't give a fuck how many wins.
But look, let me move over here to Carmelo Anthony, see what he got to say about it.
The genius of Power Beats Fit is the soft, secure fit wingtip. Its one-size-fits-all design flexes to fit you. Just gently tuck the wingtip into your upper ear, and Power Beats Fit.
Jesus Christ, man. Takes so goddamn long.
same energy. This is 7 p.m. post game coming to y'all Wednesday.
Management is back in the headlines after Michael Jordan spoke on it last night. MJ basically said he doesn't believe in it. If you're healthy enough to play, you play. Simple as that. We've heard this conversation for so many years now, but it hits different coming from number 23, Melo. Does what MJ say still apply in today's game?
It does. It when you talk about the overall idea of just load management, the idea of it is to preserve, right? Is to make sure the athletes is healthy, make sure that they are taking care of their bodies, making sure that they are prepared and ready to go out there and perform at a high level. For so long, it's been, guys getting hurt, guys getting injured, fans talking, communities talking, this person, that. It's just a lot of conversation around who should not sit out, who should sit out.
Right.
I think we have to kind of split this up a little bit. You talk about guys who you need it. Like it's a bucket of guys who need the load management, right? Who's battling injuries or maybe older in their career, who you have to take your time with, right? To get them going, to get them healthy, to get them in the groove. Then you have this bucket of just, I don't want to play. Like that, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's the part.
And we're gonna say, he's personal reasons, or like, if you can play. Right. If you hurt, sit your ass out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you got an ankle injury and you could try to play and you want to try to play, that's on you to go try to play. Now, what you're doing is, and here's where the science come in that. What you're doing is, you going to play on that hurt ankle can create something else. Yeah, it's a domino effect. Yep. So we want to prevent that by resting that ankle and not putting you on that ankle. Whereas before, you heard what MJ said, my ankle hurt, fuck that. I gotta go. I'm tying my shit up. I still gotta play. I gotta prove myself. That thought process of having to prove yourself when you hurt today, it's out the window. I used to go through that shit my own self. Man, fuck that. Nobody is telling me I'm not playing. I had 2 torn shoulders. Knee, never had surgery until after, just a cleaning and all that stuff. But playing through this because I'm built from a different cloth. I want to play. I want to go out. Nobody's telling me I can't play.
Right.
Shoulder torn, knees. I'm going to play.
All right, let me play a little devil's advocate here for the
yes, of course,
MJ detractors. One can make the argument that Michael Jordan didn't have to chase a Steph Curry around for 48 minutes where he's
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Why not?
I don't like, because there were guys that played like that back in the day. Reggie Miller played like that.
But shooting the volume of shots from
Mark Price played like that.
Well, Mark Price and Reggie Miller didn't shoot the amount of threes.
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying those guys. We talking about, and that's the problem. We trying to put 2 different eras into one. Like, let's separate the eras. Back then, what he said was when he played, I had to prove myself.
What up?
I wanted to go play. You wasn't telling me to sit out. It wasn't no analytics back then. It wasn't no science, sports science back then. It wasn't sports science was unheard of back then. Now we have this sports science kind of fad of what's going on out here because guys are getting hurt. Guys, we want to know why guys are getting hurt. So we could prevent the injury by load management, then let's do it. I'm all for that. But there's certain guys who need it, and there's certain guys who we just go out there and play.
Yep, I agree with that. I agree exactly what Carmelo was saying. Yep, there are some players who need it. There are some who don't. Get out there and play. I'm also from the cloth of, listen, I done played many of the games where I done rolled the ankle, and it was like, listen, you have to take that joke up. You have to tape it up tight, so you can get limited mobility in your ankle, but you finna go out there and play. I ain't finna miss a game. So I understand it. I understand that, just, hey, strap them up. Let's get to it. I ain't finna miss a game if I know I can still run. I got 2 legs. I can lean on the other one. You feel me? I can use one leg. I can use one leg to get a jump shot off. I ain't tripping on that. You feel me? But I do understand when you're playing, when you got guys like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, when you got top tier guys like that, I'm sorry, I know people come to see them play, but when they're on the court, they're on the court. They get beat, they get bruised, they get all of that shit on a consistent basis. And the way that Curry runs around consistently, he gonna need that. The way that Braun was in and out of the lane, being body to body pause, bumping up against motherfuckers on a constant basis. Yeah, you need that, especially at the older age now. He gonna need that, fam. But a lot of these younger cats out here who still young, hey, ain't no load management. Let's get to it. What you doing? You rolled an ankle? Cool. Take that motherfucker up. Let's get to it. Oh, you dislocated the finger. No worries. You better put that tape on that bitch. Let's get to it. That's your left hand. What it was your left hand? Don't worry about it. Tape it up. You shoot with your right hand. You good. You shoot with your right, you good. Collagen, absolutely. And coach was like, I'll take one leg corner over the 11 man. Exactly. Man, one of the things for sure, I would roll my ankle. Man, I kid you not, man. I would roll my ankle, dog. And my pops would be like, damn, I seen you roll your ankle out there. Like, yeah, man. Well, y'all play tomorrow? I'm like, yes, sir. That's what shit. You better tape it up. You better tape it up. All right. So I'm gonna take that joke up and let's get to it. Let's get to it.
All right. How much of the onus goes on front office, coaches on one hand who are like, okay, his ankle's a little messed up. He can't run the offense that I want him to run because he's not as fast as I want him to run. Or on the front office where I'm like, I just paid this man $250 million. If he goes out and messes up his ankle even more against, you know, disrespect to them, like
I agree,
the Wizards or something that. Like that's not where's the onus coming from the people who aren't on the court, the coaches and the front office guys.
A lot of times, the front office don't have shit to do with it. You talking about the medical staff. You talking about team doctors who are around the players all day, every day, who's working on the ankles or working on the injury. Like this is what we talking. You know, those are the people who should be communicating.
Right.
Like the front office. What they gonna come and tell me? You ain't playing tonight because of what? The team doctors just gave us this information, and the only thing they looking at is numbers. Oh, you work too hard, or you peaked at this. Like that's how they operate.
Yeah.
But when you talking about getting to the bottom of this load management, it's no getting to the bottom of it. It is what it is. Like it's onus on us as players. Well, as the players, as athletes to understand your body, take care of your body, do what you got to do to be able to go out there and perform. Now, if you're doing all of those things, you still can't go perform, then sit out. That's not load management, though. That's not load management.
That's you
load management is
you played yesterday.
I played yesterday. I'm not playing today.
You're not playing tomorrow.
Because I played yesterday. That's load management.
Yeah.
We look at the week and say, hey, we got 4 games this week. Yo, we're not gonna play game 3 of this week. It's like that's load management.
Facts.
That's a whole nother. That's a different type of conversation.
So at what point does this come into the program? The toughness, the hardness. When does it come to like, all right, are you just not tough enough to play all 82 games mentally or physically? At what point does that come into play where it's like, okay, we're gonna sit you on this 3rd game of this?
It's not even. I don't even think they preach. I don't even think, and I don't know this.
Okay.
I don't even think they preach playing 82 games anymore.
Right.
I don't even think that's the conversation. Like playing 82 games. That's not the conversation no more.
Facts.
They come in and say, how many games we gonna sit you out? Like that's load management.
Yeah.
You look at the schedule and they say, all right, look, we got to run the game from December to January. We got a ton of games. We traveling, boom, boom. Look, we gonna plug and play.
Okay.
We're gonna play you here. We're gonna sit you out there. I just don't like when the players is taking it on their own to just say, I ain't playing. Like I ain't playing tonight. I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play that game. That's different.
All right. So personally, what's your preference? Do you prefer, or do you rather see a load managed, I'm not playing this game, or minutes restriction where you're like, I'm only playing 25 minutes. Like,
I want to play. If I could play, and you're telling me I'm only going to go play, you only go play 22 minutes a night.
Right.
For what?
Yeah.
I'd rather not play.
Look what the Sixers happened yesterday, right? Like, Joel Embiid only played what, like 25 minutes?
Which is great. He needs it.
He needs it.
This is what he needs it.
And they won the game.
He needs
right?
it.
And they won the game. So there's definitely been certain situations where like a player could only play 20, 25 minutes. He's your best player.
He needs it.
And the doctor is saying like, you can't send him back out there for the last minute.
You got to go with the doctor. You got to go with what the doctor, but you also got to go with what you believe too, like what you feel, because only you know your body.
Mm-hmm.
Your doctor is looking at it from a holistic point of view and saying, hey, this is fucked up. But now the doctor don't know how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go along with the doctor to say, yeah, you know what, doc, I don't feel like this to go out there and play. Joel's situation, that should be load management.
He's been through a lot.
That should be load
but I don't think that's Ty Lawson.
Alonzo Ball should be load management, right?
Kawhi.
Mm-hmm. Like Karl Anthony Towns should be on load management just because of body type and you know what I mean? Like the amount of pressure that he puts out there on the court and the amount of pounding, and like this is certain guys need load management because their bodies can't sustain that because you're not preparing your body to sustain that.
Yeah.
So it's a gift and a curse. You load manage, but then you're not getting the right proper work to prepare for what needs to be done.
How about this? One thing I want to throw at you. MJ saying it definitely hits different because Jordan didn't just he mentioned how much it meant to him to, prove that guy sitting at the upper deck.
Bro, let me just give you a stat. I want to cut you off.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me just give you a stat. Michael Jordan, 11 out of 14 years, played 80 games. 11 out of 14
That's
years.
insane.
I don't give a fuck who I'm chasing around, who I'm not chasing around. 11 out of 14 years, 80 games.
Right.
Now, if you tell me that motherfucker want to talk about load management, he don't want to hear about no load management.
Yeah.
But I think
now, if you ask somebody like a T-Mac, he's going to have a different perspective on load management because of his body and what he been through and the injuries that he dealt with, right? So it's different perspectives. Like I said, it's two buckets. It's the bucket. It's the Joel type of bucket. It's that T-Mac type of bucket. We call it the T-Mac bucket for that, right? The D-Rose type of bucket where you're injured and you want to make sure that we get the best out of you
when they need you.
When we need you.
Yeah.
We're going to work with you to figure out what's the plan for this season. That's one. But the ones with motherfuckers just coming in and just like, yo, man, I'm tired, man. We gonna rest him because like, nah, man, fuck that.
All right, so one thing I wanted to throw out there with MJ is that we always talk about people wearing the white hat.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan had the biggest white hat of white hats. Like,
Yes.
he wasn't just wearing it for the Bulls. He was wearing it for the entire league. And I don't know him personally, obviously. But do you think that the load that MJ had in sort of carrying the league and being the face of the league also played into the fact that he took so much pride in playing every single game to make sure every fan saw him and saw the game?
That plays a part, but boy, this ain't like it was 1 year, 2 years.
Yeah.
We said 11 years of playing 80 games.
Yep.
Dang, that's an obligation. I'm sure he felt obligated, a responsibility as the face of basketball. You know what I mean? But still, I still got to go out there and play. I still got to go out there and do it. I still got to love the game to go out there and do it. I just think we losing a lot of the love for the game, and that we complacent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nature sure is full of wonders.
Bro.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Those who answer the call of the
How many goddamn ass they gonna play?
Man, well, MJ keep giving us some things to talk about every single week on NBC.
Nah, it's dope. And what I'm gonna say is we're gonna wrap this up after this, but you
Yes,
get a
sir.
chance to see and hear and listen and get some insights on just like a mindset, another mindset. Forever we hear everybody else's mindset. We fell in love with Kobe's mindset. You get what I'm saying? The Mamba mentality, which is why we love him, and which is we fell in love with that, right?
Hold on,
we got a chance.
Let me pause this real quick. Let me pause. I gotta show you some. I gotta show you, boo. See, that's all I'm trying to look. I don't know why they got videos though, but I gotta show this though. We were kind of trash that year though. I ain't gonna hold you. But Pete though, you feel me? So like I was out there cooking though, bro. I was out there cooking, you know what I'm saying, with the lefty joint. You know what I'm saying? The lefty joint out there. Where does it say? Montgomery, Alabama. Sophomore Courtnee Edgar and his Huntington teammates don't want to forget the first part of the season. They want to learn from it. It was a tough stretch. Including the 0-7 start the 0-7 start in 8 straight road games, but the early adversity challenged the Hawks to become a stronger team. There is still improvement to be made, but Saturday's 87-74 win over Maryville was a big step for 110-49. It was the 4th win in 6 games and gives Huntington the 1-0 record in the Great Southern Athletic Conference. It feels good to be 1-0 in the conference, said Edgar, who turned in season highs with 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists on Saturday. You feel me? you feel me? 8 rebounds and 3 assists on Saturday. Damn, I was 2 rebounds from a double-double. You did 2. Fuck. But the team is really starting to play well together. When we all do our part and contribute, everything comes together. We want to keep playing with intensity, keep working hard, and keep winning. Yeah, bro. So you know what I'm saying? I was out there cooking. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Out there cooking. You did. Out there being cooking. You feel me? I just had to throw that out there for you. I just had to throw that out there real quick, like you did. Had to throw it out there.
And to experience the Mamba mentality and him talk about the Mamba mentality. We never got that experience.
Nah, I was the 1 and the 2. I was the 1 and the 2. So we had when we wanted to go small, I would interchange in between the 1 and the 2, and mainly I would play the 2 because I can come off the screens and shoot. So I can be more of a slasher. I would be able to be more of a slasher coming off the ball. I knew how to move without the ball. So I think that was it. Even though I was a smaller guard out of the 2, but I can move better off the ball. So you said who was the best opponent you ever played against? Famous or just the greatest player to not do anything? DeMarcus Cousins.
Of MJ's talking about his mentality. It was always other people talking about how tough he was and how he locked in and competitive. But now we get to see. Now you get to hear it coming from him of what it was like playing in that flu game. Yeah. What it was like to carry the league with that responsibility. I read something the other day with Ja, like, man, I never want to be the face of the league. Nobody wants to be the.
And Shannon Brown. Before he went to Michigan State and then went off to the Lakers, Shannon Brown too. That's when I was young. That's when I was younger too, though.
The face of the league. Let me just tell you that.
Who Shannon Brown was.
That's nobody wants to be the face of the league.
It's bestowed upon you.
It's given to you. Because if you're doing what you're doing and everything is flowing the way it is supposed to be flowing, you naturally gonna become the face of the league.
It was a 2 guard.
Yep. You gotta earn being the face of the league, bro. This ain't this face. No, you gotta.
Yeah, definitely was a 2 guard. Definitely was a 1 and 2. I was definitely a 1 and 2 guard. For sure.
Earn being the fucking face of the league. The face of the league don't change every 2 years, bro.
They don't hand it out. They don't
They don't
award a new one every
seen
year.
faces of the league, and there's been some bad motherfuckers that come through this league.
Yeah.
And we know who the faces of the league. We talk about going back to Jerry West and Wilt and all of those guys, like Magic, Bird, Dr. J. Like, you know how many players was around that time? Great players that wasn't the face of the league.
Plenty of them.
Then you got MJ coming in, Isaiah. Like, you got all of these guys. Isaiah was arguably one of the greatest point guards of all time. Never was the face of the league. We know who the faces of the leagues are.
Yeah.
So we got to stop giving people these
It's not
titles.
something you can be given.
It can't be given. And you can't force it upon people who don't want it, who don't understand the obligations that come with being the face of the league, which is why someone like a LeBron is a great face of the league, because he understands the obligation of being the face of the league.
Perfect way to wrap up our first 7 p.m. post game of the brand new season for the Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
My name is Kazim Fami-Wide. We'll catch y'all this week in the hook, people. Peace.
Peace.
Nah, I like their show, man. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Carmelo speaking facts, bro. Melo speaking facts, bro. I like his perspective. I like the way he was talking about. I like what he was doing. It's pretty dope. I rock with it. I rock with it 110%. Shout out to him. Let me see something. I'm trying to see something real quick. Nope, let's go back. We got videos on that shit? There's no way we got videos on that. I said there's no way. I wish they had videos back then, though. That would have been dope. Let me see. Oh, I just had to chill. Oh, they dirty for that. Let's go back to this. See, I'm up here diving deeper now. You said I played against David Noel from 8 to 18, 5'8", 10-year-old. We had triple. Damn. Ooh. Listen, that's dope. Yeah, that was a real take from Melo, bro. That was a real take, and I rock with it, and I respect it too. You know, because he looking at it, because he coming at it from both angles. He's not just talking just because, oh, it's MJ, but he's giving a real deal perspective that most people can, I would say that most people would actually agree with. So it makes sense to me. It makes a lot of sense to me, dog. And they ain't give no information on this shit. I was trying to see if I can pull it. Let me see if I can pull this up. Football. Let me see. 2000. What year I played? 2006. Damn, they ain't even got no information from back then. Google, what y'all doing? Y'all supposed to have all the information from back then. All of it. They're supposed to have all the information from back then. I should have kept some of that, some of them other videos. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's see. Nope. They got that, but they ain't got the. You lying to me. Games. Let me see if they pull up. You know what? Let me check this out. Let me see if I can pull this up like this. Because apparently, damn, they ain't even got him. They ain't even got him on it. (2007) Nope. Okay, whatever. I just have to find it. I just have to find it when I can, because they don't even want to put that information on there. It's kind of wild. That's crazy as hell. You know these clips are on VHS tapes. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna have to go back. And check them out. I'm gonna have to go back. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. All the good stuff, man. All the good stuff. But it's all good. It is what it is. It be what it is. But listen, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit the bell notification. Yeah, bro. I didn't hit the threshold, bro. I ain't even tripping. I ain't even tripping. I'm not tripping, but man, listen, I appreciate y'all for kicking it with your boy tonight. This was a good one. It was a solid. I went 3 hours tonight. Lord Jesus. 3 hours tonight, but it was good. It was worth it. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all are here on Tuesday for Banter and Barter Show. We got another good one coming up. That it was not NYC friendly. Why? What you mean when NYC friendly, bro? Dog, you crazy as hell. Manage your loads. Hey, yo, pause. Hey, yo, pause, son. But listen, no, I appreciate y'all for kicking it with your boy. And until next time, I'll holler.